respectful. But I think we are moving from decent people to stupid people. Because there's one thing for you to be respectable and decent, and there's quite another thing for you to be stupid. This woman came and told us that there is no law that says you should publish the FRR, sorry. There's no law. We showed the woman the law says you should get it done 30 days before election, that you should give it to the people either on paper or thumb drive. When we presented our law, that woman never said a word. Today again, we come back. The same woman will tell us there is no law, and she goes ahead and cheat us. Before I ask you my question, and Stanton, don't stop me. The evidence me and Stanton have, we have it in our possession. We'll read it later on. We'll go through it. But this woman had the audacity to sit in front of us today. Election was over by 6 p.m. last night. And the woman told us today, Grand Crew, tallying in Grand Crew started at 2:30 this afternoon. We're looking at stupid people. You and who doing tallying? Tallying was done to the voting place. And that's how we pick up numbers from there. Even though, an example, and I told Stanton, I will not go into detail. For example, in Grand Crew, the number of people registered in precinct number 18018, which is the Lutheran Church, was 510. That's just one of many. I'm just using it as an example because I'm sure Stanton will not appreciate me doing that. Only to find out that the total number of persons that voted over there was 518. It happened throughout Grand Crew, which means while the entire country day long is reporting a low turnout, and that the national turnout rate is around 55, between 70 in terms of other counties, Grand Crew said their turnout rate is 110. Meaning nobody stayed home, no vote were empty, and in every polling place, as Stanton will read the record later on, the votes are more than the registrants. My thing is, instead of this woman saying to the Liberian people, ladies and gentlemen, fellow citizens, we had a problem last night because our system would not take the numbers that was being tallied and reported. Instead, our system was reporting error, 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 error. Because why? The number of registrants did not.
I beg you, can we give Senator a chance to speak because we got to bring Amber on?
Can I finish, please? Sir?
I beg you real quick.
Yes,
Let Senator finish up.
We sat down there again as a party, as a people, as anything you want to, and let this woman not tell the Liberian people the truth. But here is where I'm pissed off. You say, but then, Pago, my brother, why are you pissed off? The people cheated us nationwide all over. We still beat them like market dog. Why you are holding our result? With all the cheating, we still beat them. If the people don't respect us, if they don't respect us, as you have sat down here and informed the whole nation, why should we respect them? We're not breaking any law. According to our tally sheet, which we have in our possession, it's only fair we call what's on our tally sheet and give the Liberian people the result. We are not.
Okay, so let me respond to that.
So please.
So let me respond to that.
Talk to me.
After the first round, we went back and did a SWOT analysis to know our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities and threats. And one of the things the SWOT analysis inform us is something in that direction that you talk about. As you can see, we beat up a lot of things in the runoff. And we assign people to specific roles. Amara Corner is coming up and he will speak to those issues. We have got information about Grand Crew, but we designated functions to specific people, and we allowed those specific people to play their specific role. And so when Amara comes on, he will speak to that definitively. Our eye is on Grand Crew. Our eye has been in the Southeast. And our eye being in the Southeast saw some improvement. And yet still just a video recording and photos of the president pro tempore in grand coup stating that they will get 100% of the vote and the UP will get 0 in all rooms across grand coup. We took note of that. I'm going to speak to those issues, and I just wanted to answer you in that way.
Thank you very much, Senator Dillon. And again, we'll be reaching out to you though, because we got so many questions, but we say thank you for coming on Spoon. And I think National Election Commission heard you because today that they had the brand for the Spoon. And she acknowledged Spoon today. Thank you very much, Senator. We wish you well and we'll talk to you again. Thank you, sir.
We want to thank the people of Monserrado County. We promised and we deliver Monserrado County. Trust me, we're winning Monserrado County with more votes than we won in the first round. Amara will speak to that. Thank you. And let me say good evening to Energy Mama as I leave.
Thank you, Honorable Senator. Thank you very much. I think Stanton is going to bring Amara in, but again.
Okay, so I'm leaving.
Yeah, you can just hit the leave button, and we'll get our work done. And thank you and congratulations once again.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you too for the tutorial you have given the NEC. We cannot pay you. So right now you're teaching one class and Amara teaching 2 classes. He's teaching Twe and Eugene Langbe and you teaching NEC. So thank you.
How do I leave this thing?
Thank you very much, Honorable Dillon. Have a good one, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be bringing in the former finance minister, the senator-elect of Bapolu County. Again, I got good wordings for you. Greetings to you. Greetings to you. It is important for you to understand what we're doing here tonight. These are provisional results. Okay? These are provisional results. I call it provisional to be legally correct. Okay? But I know if you ask me sitting there, I stand up with this one, I'll say, this is the result I'm going to give you. And take it to the bank. These results.
They are unofficial results.
Yeah, but I said provisional, unofficial, that is the same thing, brother. So I'm going to bring in Amara Cornet, Senator-elect from Bapolu County. He will explain the reason why we're bringing him on. You remember this? This is the big bull. He's going to explain. He's going to use this big bull. It's like John King in the war room. Okay? The numbers will change up and down till we get to 100%. And every day, Senator-elect Amara Cornet will be here on Spoon at the appropriate time to give you 100% result. So today, if we start to 85%, 90%, he must come back that we get to the end of this story, that we reach to the end. So to all of you, thank you for sharing. Right now, we got 14,266 where you combine Spoon Network, the Super, the Fabric, Punch FM, everything. We also on YouTube. Invite your friends as we bring in Honorable Amara Kwane. All right, here we go. There we are. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us, Honorable. It's good to have you on Spoon again. A lot of people in and all of the country, nationwide, they are paying attention to you because this is very important for our country. Welcome to Spoon Network and welcome to Spoon Talk, sir. Fadiga, can you unmute? Senator Amara Conan microphone? Thank you. Again, welcome to Spoon Talk.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you again.
Thank you very much. Again, the second time since the election result, since folks went to the polling station. It's good to see you, sir. A lot of expectation. Where are we today? It's all yours.
Thank you very much. Tonight, I will be walking through our unofficial results based on the official tally sheets from the field, the official NEC tally sheets that were issued to both parties, the CDC and Unity Party, signed by NEC. Let me show you an example here. Something like this. Yesterday, I showed you in our system that we are digitizing all this in our system. You see, this is the next stamp. We're not fabricating anything here. And the representatives for both the CDC and Unity Party signed this document. Next signs it and then stamps it. Give the yellow sheet to the winner and the pink one to the runoff. I want the Liberian people to know that we're not making anything up. We're not fabricating data. This is exactly what NEC will be announcing after the tallies are done at the county level. Let me say to you that, like I said yesterday, we have invested a lot of resources into protecting the Liberian people's vote as mandated by our standard bearer, Honorable Joseph Numa Boakai. And based on that, we have all of our tallies. They are being digitized and they're being counted at the county level in the capitals of the counties, and they come to Monrovia. We started receiving the county tallies from the county today. So I just want to assure you that we're not desperate to announce our candidate as the next president, as the winner of this race. We are professionals. We love Liberia. We're not going to do anything to run Liberia into chaos. We're not going to do anything to try to mislead our supporters. Where we lost, we will show to the Liberian people, and where we won, we'll show to the Liberian people. So tonight, we will show you the unofficial results at the national level, the county, the district level. That's what we'll show you tonight. And we want to be conservative in our projection as to who has won a particular county or not. So you will see, tick marks for the person who won that county at 100% completion of the polling places here. And the reason for this, we don't want some kind of a confirmation bias where we are feeding information to the public based on what we would like to see. This just demonstrates to you that our data are clean, are authentic, and they will not be different from the NEC data. At the end of the day, NEC will be slower. Our mission for this exercise was to be ahead of NEC, based on the official tally sheet that we issue at the end of the counting, to discourage any likelihood of ballot tampering. So let's start.
All right, so before you start, Honorable Amar Conan, let's just get something straight. Again, for those of you that just joining us, this is Honorable Amar Conan, Senator-elect Bapolu County, on the rescue train, Unity Party. Honorable, you just said 100%. Will you be reporting 100% today? Did I hear you right, sir?
No, I will not be reporting 100% today for all of the districts. I will be reporting close to 100%. Tomorrow, we will complete, I hope, our reporting because there are some tally sheets that are still outstanding on their way to places where there's an internet where they can upload the image into our system after the phone call. But you will see tonight that we are closed. So this is the national result here. You can see that we are at 95.4%. We have 95.4% of all polling places across the country into our system. And based on that, Joseph Numa Boakai of the Unity Party has 784,547 votes. And George Manuel Weah of the Coalition for Democratic Change is at 754,488 votes. The variance between the two candidates at 95.4% is 30,059 votes. The invalid votes total is 23,270. This is across the country, the total for the entire country at 95.4% of polling places reported. So we're not too far.
Honorable, I beg you, can you please repeat yourself again? I beg you, please be slow. We got all day with you, if you don't mind, because folks are asking, they want to hear you better on the numbers, sir.
Oh, maybe it's because I'm far from the computer. Let me sit down closer to the mic so people can hear me. You can see the screen. We have 95.4% of all polling places in the country reported into our system. Joseph Numa Boakai of the Unity Party Alliance is at 784,547 votes. George Manuel Weah of the Coalition for Democratic Change has 754,488 votes. The difference between Joe Boakai and George Weah is 30,059 votes at 95.4% of polling places reported. The invalid votes are 23,270. Any questions?
No, sir. Yeah. We can proceed. Except you do it, Stephen.
Yeah, I wanted to know the percentage.
Can you send for
one
a
at a time?
long stick, and you can use the long stick to point to where you want to point to. A broomstick.
It's okay, guys. I beg you, if I go, let's just ask our question one at a time, because those in the radio want to understand. Stephen, you go first. Then
I wanted to just see the percentage.
The percentage of what?
The 784 is what percent of your total number?
Okay. All right, just 1 minute.
Stanton, I wanted for him to get a long stick, because even when he's doing the counted by counted, instead of getting up from the seat, he can just use the stick and point.
Maybe they get the laser light.
The laser pen. I got one here. I wish I had sent it.
Send it to him now. Just throw it to him.
I got a laser pen.
Right.
That's why I used to like Star Trek.
So let's wait for the senator to come back on. Folks, now this is real time. This is no joke. Stephen asked a very good question, and the senator is going to reveal this to you. And this is real time, folks. This is real time. I want you to take your pen and paper, because if Aaron will ask us to pause with our question, let the senator proceed. Then we will come in with our question after the total explanation. Again, I will ask us, we will pause with our question. Let the senator go ahead with everything, all of his presentation. Then we will come in later. But you are getting the numbers. This is real time. The entire Liberia is on the lockdown, listening to these results. This is from the UP Unity Party Situation Room, where you have most of the leaders and Amara Conan, Senator-elect from Bapadu County, presenting. We want to say, please stick with spoon, share, invite your friend. Do not ask me question after. We are all listening to this thing together. Okay? So please, please, please share. Put it on Facebook. Share it right now. Invite people. Put it on your page. Senator Amara Conan is presenting. Put it on your page. Thank you very much for your kind consideration. Let's see what we have here.
I'm back. It's too bright.
Yeah, I think you got to turn the light off. We had it good at first. It was better.
Turn the light off.
Oh, So
There you go.
I got to say, we'll get a laser tomorrow.
Yes, Senator, we will not ask you any question. We want you to complete your presentation, then we will ask you question, please.
All right, let me go over this again. So we have 95.4% of all polling places reported into our system. Out of that, Joseph Numa Barclay of the Unity Party Alliance has 784,005. Go back. Okay. 547. 784,547, representing 51% of total votes cast across the country at 95%. And then George Weah has 754,488, representing 49% of all votes cast across the country. The difference between the two candidates is 30,059 votes. The invalid votes are 23,270 votes. All right, we're going to proceed now to counties and then districts. We'll go slowly, and I hope that you can hold your questions until we finish going through the results. Is that okay?
Yes, perfect.
Yes, that's fine. We will hold after your presentation, then we will ask. You can proceed,
Okay.
please.
Okay. All right, this is Bowman County. 96% of all polling places reported. Joseph Numa Barclay of Unity Party is 22,690 votes, representing 60% of total votes. George Manuel Weah of the CDC has 15,226 votes, representing 40% of the total votes. In district number 1, Joseph Barclay has 8,411 votes. George Weah has 4,870 votes. In district 2, Joseph Barclay has 7,816 votes. George Weah has 4,308 votes. District number 3, the UP has 6,463 votes. CDC has 6,048 votes. That's the breakdown of the votes in Bowman County. Next is Bond County. You see, we are at 99%. We'll wait till we get all of the counts in before we call it. Unity Party has 63,339 votes, representing 47% of total votes. The CDC has 71,215 votes, representing 53% of total votes. The difference between the two candidates is 7,876 votes. All right, district number 1. UP, 8,165 votes. CDC, 12,255 votes. District number 2, UP, 8,380 votes. CDC, 9,957 votes. District number 3, UP, 12,207 votes. CDC, 13,304 votes. District number 4, UP, 7,509 votes. CDC, 10,191 votes. District number 5, UP, 9,020 votes. CDC, 9,673 votes. District number 6, UP, 9,155 votes. CDC, 7,460 votes. District number 7, UP, 8,903 votes. CDC, 8,375 votes. I think the only district that UP won in Bond County is district number 7 and number 6 and 7. Two districts, district number 6 and district number 7. Next, Bapulu. Bapulu has reported 72% of all polling places. In Bapulu County, the UP has 11,947 votes. The CDC has 10,313 votes. The UP has 54%, while the CDC has 46%. District number 1, UP 4,722 votes, CDC 3,708 votes. District number 2, UP 3,011 votes, CDC 3,223 votes. District number 3, UP 4,214 votes, CDC 3,382 votes. We're still not going to call Bapulu in any candidate's favor until we get to 100% of polling place reported. Next, Grand Bassa County, 98% reported. The Unity Party has 36,813 votes. The CDC 43,429 votes. The UP has 46% of the votes there, while the CDC has 54% of the total vote. District number 1, the UP 6,448 votes, the CDC 6,557 votes. District number 2, the UP 5,739 votes, the CDC 7,421 votes. District number 3, the UP 12,748 votes, the CDC 12,001, so the UP won district number 3. District number 4, the UP 6,084 votes, the CDC 9,089 votes. District number 5, the UP 5,794 votes, CDC 8,361 votes. So you can see that the only district that the UP is winning in Grand Bassa County is district number 3. Next. At 100% of polling places reported into our system, we can project that Joe Boakai won Cape Mount County. That's why you see the green check here. So the UP got 24,147 votes, representing 52% of the votes, while the CDC got 22,396 votes, representing 48% of the total vote. And this is the distribution. District number 1, the Unity Party, 5,439 votes, the CDC, 8,708 votes. District number 2, the UP, 10,550 votes, the CDC, 7,597 votes. District number 3, the UP, 8,158 votes, the CDC, 6,091 votes. Next. Grand Prix County, at 98% of total votes reported, the Unity Party got 2,571 votes. The CDC got, representing 8% of total votes. The CDC got 28,631 votes, representing 92% of total votes. In district number 1, the UP is at 920 votes, while the CDC is at 14,338 votes. District number 2, the UP is at 1,651 votes, while the CDC is at 14,293 votes. Today we got a report from Grand Crew that our people there had requested that certain ballot boxes be quarantined because, quote, it's an allegation, quote, of the possibility that more voters in that area may have voted than the number of official registered voters. Again, this is an allegation. Our lawyers are looking into it together with our campaign team on the ground, and we will update you on that process tomorrow in tomorrow's update. Thank you. Grand Julia County, at 77% of polling place reported, The Unity Party has 3,491 votes, representing 11%, while the CDC has 28,713 votes, representing 89%. In district number 1, the UP got 1,583 votes. The CDC got 9,797 votes. District number 2, the UP got 1,009 votes, while the CDC got 8,719 votes. District number 3, the UP got 899 votes, while the CDC got 10,198 votes. We're not ready to call it, even though we see the big variances. Again, here we want to be very conservative and very certain about our results, because this is an election that has consequences for the future of the country. We don't want to play with it. We want to take it, we are taking it seriously, and our numbers are accurate based on the official tally sheets we got from the voting centers. Next, Lofa County, you will see that the same situation in Grand Jide for George Weah, we have the same situation in Lofa for Joe Buckeye, but we're not calling it until we get to 100%. So 93% of total, of all the polling places reported, the Unity Party has 70,353 votes, while the representing 64% of the total vote, while the CDC has 39,134 votes, representing 36% of the total vote. Here's the distribution, per the count at the district. District number 1, 13,335 for UP, 12,441 for CDC. District number 2, 4,758 for the UP, 3,670 for the CDC. District number 3, 14,037 for the UP, 7,479 for the CDC. District number 4, 18,439 for the UP, 9,557 for the CDC. District number 5, 19,784 for the UP, 5,987 for the CDC. Next, Magiri, at 98.6% of all polling places reported, we still don't want to call it for anybody, even though Joseph Walker is in the lead. We're not going to call it for him until we hit 100%. The Unity Party, 63,474 votes, representing 54% of total votes. The CDC, 54,436 votes, representing 46% of the total vote. The difference between the two candidates in McGill County at 98.6% is 9,038 votes. District number 1, Joe Buckeye, 19,603 votes. CDC, 20,476 votes. District number 2, Joe Buckeye, 12,903 votes. George Weah, 9,311 votes. District number 3, Joe Buckeye, 11,635 votes. George Weah, 8,647 votes. District number 4, Joe Buckeye, 11,338 votes. George Weah, 6,831 votes. District number 5, Joe Buckeye, 7,995 votes. George Weah, 9,171 votes. So George Weah, the CDC won district number 1 and district number 5 in McGill County. They are ahead. They have not won yet. They are ahead there. Next, Maryland, 100%. We are calling it for George Manuel Weah of the Coalition for Democratic Change. So the Unity Party got 7,108 votes. The CDC got 35,405 votes, representing 83% of the total vote, while the UP got 17%. The difference between the two candidates is 28,297 votes. In district number 1, UP 2,878, CDC 11,202, 202 votes. District number 2, the Unity Party 2,504 votes, the CDC 14,025 votes. District number 3, the UP 1,726 votes, the CDC 10,178 votes. So we are putting Maryland in President George Manuel Weah's column in this election. Next. Monserrado County at 95% of all polling places reported. Joseph Yuma Boakai, 321,465 votes, representing 52% of total votes. George Manuel Weah, 298,840 votes, representing 48% of total votes. The difference between the two candidates in Monserrado is 22,625 votes. It's still too close to call based on our standard. And this is a long one up to District 17, so we're going to cover two slides. District number 1, Unity Party, 17,610 votes. The CDC, 17,606 votes. Joseph Boakai is ahead in District number 1. District number 2, the Unity Party, 25,449 votes. The CDC, 15,758 votes. The Unity Party is ahead in District number 2. District number 3, the Unity Party, 21,453 votes. The CDC, 14,366 votes. The UP is ahead in District number 3 at 95% of all polling places reported. District number 4, the UP, 33,720 votes. The CDC, 21,263 votes. The Unity Party is also ahead in District number 4. District number 5, the Unity Party, 19,710 votes. The CDC, 13,144 votes. The UP is ahead in District number 5 at 95%. District number 6, the Unity Party, 25,888 votes. The CDC, 20,728 votes. The Unity Party is ahead in District number 6. District number 7, the Unity Party is 12,657 votes. The CDC is at 19,057 votes. The CDC is ahead in District number 7. Next. District number 8, Unity Party, 12,114 votes. The CDC, 14,759 votes. The CDC is ahead in District number 8. District number 9, the UP, 14,581 votes. The CDC, 13,852 votes. The UP is ahead of the CDC in District number 1 at 95% of District number 9, District number 9 at 95% of polling places reported. District number 10, the Unity Party, 27,054 votes. The CDC, 16,813 votes. So the Unity Party is ahead of the CDC in District number 10 at 95% of all polling places reported. District number 11, the Unity Party, 20,759 votes. The CDC, 19,246 votes. The Unity Party is ahead of the CDC in District number 11. District number 12, the Unity Party, 19,798 votes. CDC, 19,438 votes. So in District 12, the Unity Party is slightly ahead of the CDC at 95% of polling places reported. District number 13, the UP, 15,775 votes. The CDC, 16,811 votes. The CDC is ahead in District number 13. District number 14, the Unity Party, 9,698 votes. the CDC 18,450 votes. The CDC is ahead of the Unity Party in district number 14. District number 15, the Unity Party has 13,303 votes. The CDC has 17,542 votes. The CDC is ahead of the Unity Party in district number 15. District number 16, the Unity Party is at 11,244 votes. The CDC is at 22,190 votes. The CDC is ahead of the Unity Party in district number 16. In district number 17, the Unity Party has 20,652 votes. The CDC has 17,821 votes. The Unity Party is ahead of the CDC in district number 17 at 95% of all polling places reported. Again, we would like to emphasize that these are unofficial results, as the National Election Commission is clerked with the statutory authority to announce the official results of elections in Liberia. Next, Nimba County, at 98% reported, the Unity Party has 142,924 votes, representing 74% of total votes, while the CDC has 50,231 votes, representing 26% of total votes. The difference between the two candidates in Nimba County is 92,693 votes. Let's go down into the district. District number 1, UP, 15,750 votes, CDC, 6,030 votes. District number 2, UP, 16,657 votes, the CDC, 6,594 votes. District number 3, UP, 15,226 votes, the CDC, 9,957 votes. District number 4, UP, 17,018 votes, CDC, 5,818 votes. District number 5, UP, 14,881 votes, the CDC, 3,082 votes. District number 6, UP, 12,709 votes, the CDC, 5,397 votes. District number 7, UP, 20,834 votes, the CDC, 2,902 votes. District number 8, UP, 16,639 votes, the CDC, 5,382 votes. District number 9, 13,210 votes for the UP, then 5,069 votes for the CDC. This completes Nimba County at 98%. Tomorrow, we hope to push it to 100% and then call it at that time. Next, River G County at 100% reported. We are calling it for President George Manuel Weah. The Unity Party got 4,602 votes, representing 20% of the votes in River G, while the CDC got 18,910 votes, representing 80% of total votes. The difference between President Weah and Ambassador Barker in River G County is 14,308 votes. District number 1, Joseph Barker, 1,466 votes. George Manuel Weah, 5,948 votes. District number 2, Joseph Barker, 2,204 votes. George Weah, 6,509 votes. District number 3, the Unity Party, 932 votes. The CDC, 6,453 votes. This is our result for River G County. Next, River Set at 94% of polling places reported. The Unity Party has 5,173 votes. The CDC has 14,731 votes, representing 74% of total votes, while the Unity Party got 26% of total votes. District number 1, Unity Party, 2,126 votes. The CDC, 7,375 votes. District number 2, Unity Party, 3,047 votes. This 156 votes. Next, Sino at 85% of polling places reported. The Unity Party has 4,679 votes. The CDC representing 17% of the total vote, while the CDC has 23,130 votes, representing 83% of total votes. The difference between the CDC and the Unity Party in Sino is 18,451 votes. District number 1, UP 1,846, CDC 10,293. District number 2, UP 1,246, CDC 7,400. District number 3, UP 1,587, the CDC 5,437. This brings to the end of our update for the Liberian people in Liberia and in the diaspora of our internal tallying here in the Unity Party Alliance's situation room. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Amara Cornet. We appreciate your presentation. If we can please turn on the light that we can have some interaction with you, asking you some questions of these results. Again, we want to say to all of our folks, thank you for joining us. This is Spoon Network. You can find us on Fabric, on Support, on Punch FM, and on all of the relays. And our person as guest and presenter is Amara Cornet, Senator-elect Babadou Kante. Now, you have listened to the results. We are going to now come up with questions. Thank you very much. Let me position you first and squarely in the middle. Please give me 1 second.
Thank you.
As you can see, as an independent network, independent radio station,
we're not hearing you.
You're not hearing me?
We're not hearing him.
Okay, can you guys hear me? All right. I don't know why
I can hear you.
Your room is not hearing me, Honorable Amara Cornet, but the team are hearing us. Can we make some adjustment on your end? Can you hear us now? Our reporter that we have over there, that's John Fadika. It looks like he's not doing a good job.
He needs to go out and come back in.
Hello? Fadika, can you hear us? All right, I think that's what they are doing. But when you make up the presentation, let me go over first to Honorable Fagon, the presentation.
I think the presentation was splendid, and I didn't expect anything more except that we will have the opportunity to ask questions. And you can see he made a presentation on Grand Cru. And we accept it to be a reality that the presentation was made based on what you and I know from the region, from specific parts of Grand Cru. Our question to him then, because I interacted with Bujuben Keita, the lawyer there. He also have this information. We talked to Barney, Senator James Barney. He also have the information. So it's not a secret that these people went in and stuffed ballots. We know what happened in Nimba County. So
I just want to give you 30 seconds because I'm coming back on. They can ask a question. I want other people to have a chance to speak. If I go, so I know that you were asking.
So I didn't want to look like monkey now. I can't talk.
No, you know you more than monkey.
No, who you calling monkey? I mean, you calling monkey on set.
You more than monkey. So you say you're looking at monkey. You more than monkey. Let me bring you the other people real quick because Amara is coming back on. I want us to run through this.
We got a technical question.
Yeah, your view real quick. Dr. Richard said. Presentation was done by Amara. Your take.
It's good to see everyone today. I have a question relating to the Southeast area. It seems like there's a pattern in the Southeast. Many of them are going in the direction of President Weah so far. And I wonder if this has anything to do with the census. We know how the census was done previously. There seemed to be a lot of people that were born in the Southeast in a short amount of time compared to other areas of the country. So I'm just curious about if anyone can make any analogy or any reference or any thoughts about the census and what we see coming out of the Southeast. Those are just my thoughts for now.
Thank you. Let's go to the Honorable Jemima Waterquality.
Yeah, the presentation was good. It was to the point. And I think all Liberians should just wait for the final result. And my question to Amara Kone would be, what is the percentage left on grain group specifically? I'd like to know it. We want to know it in advance so that we can be at ease. Yes, that would be one of my questions. But you did a splendid job. I want to say thanks to you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Waterquality. Thank you very much. Let me bring in UP spokesperson, my brother Moali.
Well, Stanton, I am in tune with the presentation that AMK has done, so I'll give the opportunity to others so that we can all critique it. But you know, the way the presentation was done is very splendid and clear, and we're very careful not to say result, we're saying unofficial result, because we all know that NEC is the one clothed with the authority to give official result. However, like Amara said, we are not manufacturing these numbers on our own. And the same place NEC is getting her numbers from to tally at the various national tally centers are the same places we are getting our number from the records of count that is given to us by the presiding officers from the polling centers. There could be margin of error, but it would be very, very, very little. And to the question, I think the grain crew, I think it's 98% that is gone. That's why Amara said 98% is grain leader, that's at 77%, and Sino at 85%. Grain,
thank you, Mo.
Or Maryland is 100%, River G 100%. Yeah.
Thank you, Mo. Let me bring in Mr. Dwalu.
Yeah, I mean, excellent presentation. I just hope in the future we get, this is a tremendous improvement. I hope the National Elections Commission is paying attention. This is how it's done. The only thing I will add to that, we got better software so we can improve the quality of the actual software. But overall, this is tremendously important. But since Mama, I want to say something to you. Most of the numbers that we're seeing so far, we already know the distribution. We can actually tell you how much more votes are left out there based on the numbers we have right now. But overall, man, this is great. I love it. I hope we can do more, and we hope to improve the National Elections Commission and bring it into the 21st century, if that's left with me.
Thank you very much. Stephen Johnson.
Thank you, Stanton. I thought it was a great presentation, very simplified, to the point. And the way he presented it, you could see a visible tributary from where you sit in terms of how to seal. He broke it down by districts, which gave all of us a nuanced understanding about where we are as a political party. And the good thing about it was the unbiased nature of the data. He did not shield places that the UP lost. He did not concede areas that the UP was facing challenges. He called out places the CDC won emphatically, gave it to them, and then that's the unbiased nature of the data that lends it the credibility that you need to see with the data. In other cases, and I often tell people, when you want to do propaganda, you do propaganda before voting. There's no propaganda in numbers. You can never do any propaganda with numbers. When people vote, the propaganda finish. You're only doing the numbers now will do the speaking. If you have your data, bring your data. The American people say, in God we trust, or other person bring data. because data provides the facts. It is the evidential metaphor that lends credibility to any issue. And so in this case, you can see, my specific question would have been, and I had a couple of them, was what was presented by the NEC and what they're presenting today. There are some, the level of cohesion based on where the numbers are coming from. Once that is, then we can all look at it and measure the percentage of error and see that it is the quality of the data is. But I believe everything is good. We have about 4.6% remaining, not much of a significant. My second question will put on that, and so hopefully he comes back and answers.
Yeah, so he's coming back again. I'm on the phone with them. They are bringing, the best quality of computer.
No, test TV. You can't do propaganda with number.
Let me bring in Fatima.
No,
Fatima,
you can't lie. You win it. You can't say you win it.
Fatima,
you can do it with number, but you can't do it with math.
You gotta be winning. You can't lie. Yes, you winning.
Go ahead, Fatima. All right, I think Fatima got a problem.
You got her video center?
Fatima, go ahead now.
I say hi, CEO. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. If I'm trying to interrupt you with that video.
Hi to the rest
Don't
of
worry,
the
the woman, please.
Hi to all of the viewers across and around the world. I just want to say that I'm a proud Liberian today. I saw firsthand Liberians defending democracy. I saw firsthand how the honorable senator put everything, all of his eggs in this one basket to ensure that democracy prevailed. And he's been working overtime. They have not slept. They've been up and on. I had to run away to go lay down because I couldn't do it. But the real MVPs are the Liberian people. They defended this democracy with their blood, their sweat, and their tears. And I was here firsthand. They almost beat me yesterday, but we did what we had to do. And I'm a proud Liberian today. And I can tell everybody that we did not fight for nothing. And at the end of the day, we are going to be victorious. Thank you, CEO, because some of them were on that line talking about Fargo, and CEO say that we should make sure we vote for our conscience and vote for Liberia and ourselves. And they voted for themselves yesterday. I'm very, very proud to be a Liberian today.
Thank you very much, Fatima. We said thank you very much. I got nothing on you when it comes to that video Fargo talking about. But want to say thank you. All right. So, guys, listen. Amara is coming back. My takeaway here, Mo Ali, is the fact that NEC came up with their result. And actually, we follow them. We listen to them. And they're holding back some of the other results, Mo Ali. But what we have in our possession, Mo, I share with you, I spoke with you today, Fagon and Dr. Richardson and other folks here, I spoke to them. With the result, it's in line with what Amara have just presented to the nation. Can you, if I ask you, you're a spokesperson, I don't know if you will answer this question, but can you say something? Steven said I shouldn't ask you. Let me go to Fagon then. Fagon, can you tell us then whether this thing is over? Because I know Mo Ali is a spokesperson, he would not say that. But Fagon, I want to say everything we have. The Southeast.
I'm already in a whole lot of trouble. So
I know. So if I go talk to me,
you haven't announced that Bouchard Radio is relaying tonight.
Oh, Bouchard D15, right?
Hey, what kind of amount of radio stations relaying with Ambu from here? The whole country.
The whole country is closed. But go ahead, Fagon. This thing seems to be over with what I have compared to what American just presented. This thing is done. You can even keep Grand Crew for 100 years. This is done.
Based on what somebody microphone is open, you guys hold.
Yeah, can we be in studio, please? Fatima, Andrew Mama, please. Go ahead, Fagon.
Imagine if you and I go back to the document we have in our possession that Barney gave us today and subtract those numbers from those precincts and polling places and have them do a rerun. It will be different again. But here is why we can conclude that it's over. You know, Stephen Johnson said, you can't do propaganda with numbers. Stephen, you can do propaganda with numbers, but just make sure it has nothing to do with real math. Because I can tell you, I say, we now have 800,000 soldiers that are deployed on the that propaganda.
And then they will catch you the Saddam. They will catch you the Saddam.
Yes, but at least we're doing with a number. But when you want to do math, you sit down there, allow election to take place. Then you take tally sheet and give it to somebody with numbers only. Why are you going to propagate? It's not possible. Now, what Amara reported here today, unlike what happened to us in the first round, Dwalu, I make the analogy all the time. We bought this tape recorder. You know, tape recorder or a star from the Lebanese man. We play it all night drinking power. The thing starts spoiling the cassette. We pick it up the next day to carry it by the Lebanese man. Say, where you boy from? We say, yeah. The man said, but you receipt. We never had receipt. In the case of what we're experiencing right now, the other man asked, how you managed to get a team? We're in a digital age. Just as we're recommending here, people just took the team, took their cell phone quick like this, and just tell each other, it was gone. They took it to the brother in the computer, put in the number, everything, took the tally sheet, got on motorbike, took it at the bundle it. It's finished. Now with 95% reporting, Nimba alone, the variance for Nimba, clear everything that was anywhere around the corner there on the side. What I think damaged President Weah is the fact that, and I'm challenging any statistician, I'm not a mathematician, we do a little bit in political science just so we can be able to do pooling, sampling, and all those kind of things. I challenge anybody. What happened to President Weah in the runoff is what we predicted. We said, my friend, it was 43-43. But the man that came third, Apeton said, you're not go behind it, man. The man that came fourth, Losuni Kamara, he said, you're not go behind it, man. The man that came fifth, he said he will vote for neutral person. Dwalo said, yeah, the guy want neutral person on the ballot. Go there and vote. He was the only person that voted for the neutral man. The man that came sixth, Tiawon Gonglo, said, my people, let's go behind this man. Clearly, it was simple math, Stevie Johnson.
Thank you. Thank you, Papa.
10 seconds. Everywhere that we went, what we saw, the numbers of George Weah shrunk. Remember now, we were tied at 43-43 with a little bit less than 1%. The main number shrunk. And who gained number? Joseph Boakai. And so when you look at the gains made minus the minuses, it puts Joseph Boakai over the line. And so this is a clear win. It's over. We are being responsible. We are respecting our international partners. But even with the cheating, that is what is pissing me off. You cheated, you added, we still flog you.
Thank you very much, Fagon. Again, let me say this, folks. Honorable Amara Conan is setting up. He will be right back to take our questions. He will be right back to take our question. It is important for us to know that what we have in our possession, I can say my own very clearly, but I will wait to be last. I'm not going to say it, but I will just say a little bit of it. This election is over.
It's done.
I'm just going to, and Jemama, are you talking to us? Jemama, what do you call it? Are you talking to us? You, it's like you're talking about it's
she said her son will bring
you're almost distracting us. But I want to say to you, it is important for us to say, I'm not going to say it. Amara is saying that he will wait to give 100% tomorrow, but this election is over. George Weah can go up to heaven, he can go down in hell. This election is over. There is no mathematician, no statistician, no, how you call the other shit? No shit. Only the reaction we believe in right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only the reaction we believe in. Because I'm telling you, I can tell you for, listen guys, listen. If I were
academician,
if I were in Liberia, I would put people on the street right now to celebrate. Me. If I were in Liberia, I will go on D12 and cook, and people will come out to celebrate. If you are a citizen.
Breaking news.
Okay, give me a breaking news.
Stanton. So the boxes, the polling centers that have more people voting than registered voters have all been quarantined. If in quarantine, investigation will be done from Grand Crew.
Wow. You are only
Wonderful
saying for
Renaissance.
Grand Crew, right? You are only saying Grand Crew.
Yeah, that.
All right, we got Americana. He ready. We'll speak on that. Let me bring in the Senator elect Americana. He will be speaking on that again. Senator Cornett, I don't let you get to Senator elect. I just say Senator. Senator Cornett. Yeah, we are. Thank you for coming back. It's good to have you, sir. Let's talk. We'll give you the time to ask our questions after your presentation. But you have anything else to learn on before we come in with our questions, sir?
You can also refer to him as Famo Cornett. Famo.
You get anything to learn on before we ask our question? I'm so sorry, man. The person we sent over there, Fadika, he's doing a very terrible job today.
Okay, I think, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead. You're good.
Okay, I just wanted to add 2 points. That based on our reporting, you see that nothing really has changed from the first round voting pattern. The country is split between the blue zones of the southeast and the green zone of the north central western Liberia zone. So I think we can conclude from this that in addition to the hardship in the country is also responding to the imbalance of power in the country, and they want to change that. And that's why you see here. That's number one. And number two, I want to say to the Liberian people that we are not in this for show business, you know, just to make sure and go on the internet and try to do propaganda to win public perception. You know, the thing about data, for those of us who have been doing this for our life, for a living, is that depending on how you use it, it will help or destroy you. There are so many people walking around Monrovia calling themselves pollsters, that they can do polls. And they get a lot of money from our government people, and they go and lay down somewhere and put some fictitious data together and come and tell them, say, oh, based on this, you're going to win. And in the end, you see a totally different outcome. Polling and data is based on honesty. If you're not honest with your data, then you're going to betray yourself. So we're not going to betray our candidate, neither are we going to betray the Liberian people in the world about this. The source data for our of our system is the official NEC tally sheets that are given to the representatives of both parties upon the completion of the tallying, which NEC takes to the county tally center, and then it gets tallied and summarized and sent to NEC at Central in Monrovia. Then they announce it, you know, progressively. So I want to say finally that we have an ambitious system. We want to be ahead of NEC. Why? Because we don't want this government to cheat and steal the election from the Liberian people. You know, simple as that. That's what I wanted to say.
Very much, Honorable Americana. Thank you very much. Again, we're going to open the line for questions, and we appreciate your time on the show. We all relax, but whatever you think is necessary to move on, let us know. To take a break, let us know. We still have over 17,000 in the storeroom here online watching you live. So we appreciate you, and we will be patient with our question. Dr. Francine Chinaway Richardson, please, your first question. You have 2 questions each, please.
Senator-elect, it's good to see you. I just wanted to tease your brain a little bit. You talked about Liberians being tired with injustice in the country. but yet and still, I see that the southeastern region is, based on the numbers that you gave us, is leaning towards George Weah. What do you make of that? Because in my view, that was the area in the country that got the development.
Well, Dr. Chenoweth, I'm flabbergasted by the voting pattern of the Southeasterners. Simply, because of what's happening down there. In the Southeast, there's no economy. There you have no infrastructure, and efforts are not being made to improve the infrastructure, particularly the road infrastructure down there. There's electricity through our cross-border program with Cote d'Ivoire. The Unity Party, when I say our, the Unity Party government did that when I was Minister of Finance. We extended the electricity. We'll talk about first time this, first time that. That was the first time electricity actually went to the Southeast. But beyond what we did, it's never been extended to the Grand Crus of the world, to the Sinus of the world, and then you got to be ambitious. You have to. Government has to be ambitious to push development, to force development on people even when they don't like it. And the only justification for this, Dr. Chenoweth, is two of the three lenses. It's what I call the three lenses of political governance. One is the culture, two is the politics, and three is the structural. Even if you are a good structural person with all the best intention and ideas to fix a country, if you don't understand the culture and the politics of that country, you're not going to make progress. This explains that. So if you were, for example, coming from the US with all your good intention, your qualifications, you want to help the people, if you were from down there, if you went down there, they will reject you. And I want to say that tonight because the diaspora Liberians are not welcome too much in this country because you come with the intention to basically change cultural behavior. And culture is important in development. And then when you don't understand the politics in an environment that is predatory, they prey on you, they try to be your friend in the night, in the daytime, they become gorillas and they chew you out. Oh, I forgot what that thing, man. Like their politics. If you don't understand these things, you want to come and take part. So you see the Southeast, no matter what George we have done, we're not running campaigning, but he hasn't done anything for them. But because he's from there, he's cool, he's all of that, they vote for him. And they try to perpetuate that in the campaign. Say, hey, this is your own, this is the first time the crew has become president, so you have to protect him, give him your vote. And meanwhile, it's okay for you to be in poverty. I think that's all I have to say about that.
Thank you. My second question is, I just needed some clarification about how you're getting your numbers. When I was in Liberia for the first round of voting, the tally sheet were given to poll watchers, and also there was one put on the polling center. Is that how you're getting your numbers, from your poll watchers?
Yes. At the beginning of the show, maybe you were not on, but
Yeah, I'm sorry, I came in late.
Yeah. So this is it. This is the record of count that is issued at each precinct. All right. The next step is on here. The representatives for both candidates sign on this after an honest counting, and the polling officer signs off on it, and then the yellow copy is given to the winner. I think the green. Yeah, the green. Yeah, to the runner-up. That's how it works. So What we have done is to give smartphone to our poll watchers to take the image of this and transmit it through the internet to our system, because this you can lose this.
Yes.
So we have everything in our system. We showed that last night, and we can show it tonight again before we get off the show, because we want the Liberian people to know that this is not joke for us. This is not what the other side is doing, trying to manufacture, diagrams in spreadsheet that anybody can do and plug it out, in the interest of propaganda. We don't do that. So this is how that's our source data, nothing else. And it is this same data, the white copy, that NEC uses to do their tallying. Nothing is different. So let me tell you tonight and the Liberian people that beginning Friday, tomorrow, not Friday, I have a team now working on that. We're going to take the NEC result that we gave today. We're going to compare their results in our with the results we have in our system. So we are comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges. All the results they reported today, we're going to validate them to make sure that we have the same exact numbers for the polling set, for the counties that they reported on. And we're going to do a deep dive into the number to make sure that we have the same numbers.
Thank you.
Because NEC, us, and CDC have the same source data. When you change it, we'll catch you, and then we'll make it public.
Thank you.
Honorable Connor, is there any way you can give us some light? Because it looks like your background is dark. We are not, we're hearing you very well, but it's like you're in the darkness. So we will continue if your guys can make some adjustment with the lights. Honorable Jemima Wodokoli.
You want to ask my question?
Yes,
hello. I'd like to say good evening to Minister Senator Connie, and thank you for the step. We appreciate all the work people are doing, and we all are working together for a common good. And we're going to make sure that it works, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I want to ask you a question. What is the percentage left for Grain Crew, so that the Liberian people can know it, so no cheating, we know what the percentage left already? And then my second question to you is that could you please, or could you kindly explain to the Liberian populace in simple English that whatever results that you are giving out now is not different from what NDC has. They need to know it, because all day today, everywhere when they say, oh man, the thing is the thing that we want to talk today. It's that the same thing you're talking on spoon, that the same thing the minister talking. I say yes, it's the same thing. So I want you who in the situation room to be able to explain to us in common English, because everyone of them will not understand dissemination of information. They will not understand the other big words that we're using on this platform. So I want you to speak to them, saying you giving the information to tell them about the results that you're giving right now.
Okay. To your first question, we have only 2 polling places remaining to be reported from Grand Crew. So as you can see, we are at 98%.
So you mean 2%?
Yeah, 98%. We get about 2 polling places. The other thing I want to tell the Liberian people in simple English, as you've requested, and which makes sense, is NEC will be reporting small, right? Like they did today. Someday, Mr. Baka will be in front. Someday, George Weah will be in front. But that will not change the final number that we will show you. That's all I can say. Because we wanted to make sure that our candidate was not cheated. That was our objective. So we put in place the process. We got a lot of people. We hire a lot of people. A lot of our partisans volunteer, to be poll washers. Then we train them the way NEC can do their training. We train them. Then we took them. Even some of them who we sent to the Southeast, we got a plane to take them there. Then we got motorbike to take them. Then on the election night, motorbike them were packing. As soon as they finish counting the vote, they jump on the motorbike straight to the district headquarters where you have a mobile network. And then you call straight to Monrovia here. We got a number first. And then if internet there, you picture on the phone, the picture of the people they can put on the wall where they can do the voting that everybody can see. The same people NEC has, and the same people we have, and the same people CDC has. You get it? So then they will send it by internet. Then they will take it to our campaign chairman in the county council. Then there now, it will be with them until the county can do the check. The counting there. If doing the counting, every day they will do some counting and send it to NEC. That the one NEC will announce here. So someday, Joshua will be in front, Joseph will be behind. Other days, Joseph will be in front, Joshua will be behind. But when we show you our 100%, hopefully tomorrow, after tomorrow, that number will not change because the same people that NEC is using to announce the result are the same people with that. Is that okay? Do you understand that?
I just want to say thank you. The minister.
I got a question.
Wait,
I have time. Wait, for clarification, please.
Mo, let's take the time. The minister is here with us. Can you write it down, please? I beg you. Let your mama finish. No, he's not coming to go. And your mama finish her, please.
Yeah, because all the people, all the youth, all of them being attacking me today, asking me questions. So you hear what the minister said. The same people, the minister got. There are different people, my people. All the market women, all the young people, all of you. The same people when they come, only thing they will do, they will be really small, so hanging no, because we feel me. So the same people. Thank you, minister.
Thank you very much. Mr. Duarte, can you come in?
Yeah, thank you so much, man. Look, I want to give a big shout out to my brothers at GSA Junction. I love you guys. I miss you guys. And I want to say this to my brother Fago. I know he ran away. In the future, the radios we buy in Liberia, I want us to buy it from Flomo and Kekula, not from the Lebanese. This is just me. But I will say this to my brother Amar Khan, thank you so much for the presentation.
You want to open our store?
Don't worry. Brother Amar Khan, is it fair to say that the voting population in Liberia, the people that actually went to vote, I know we had 2.3 million people registered to vote in the country, but is it fair to say around 50-60%, this is the voting numbers we're getting that voted in these elections?
Yeah, it's funny because when I came on board, the first thing I did with the team was to do that in. We did that on Saturday. I brought together all the brightest minds that I know in Liberia. And that's the number.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Senator. We are losing your volume. Your audio is coming in somehow.
But now, is it clearer?
Hello?
Again?
Maybe it's the internet.
I think it's him again. I think it's clear now, Stanton.
Hello?
Yes?
All right, it's better. Let's try that.
Okay, I said that the first thing we did when we were given this responsibility was to establish a path to victory. This is important. And the way we did that was to look at the first round numbers. We looked at the first round numbers to establish trends, to identify the strong districts, the strong areas where our candidates perform in the first round. Then we decided to, okay, that about 2 million plus people participating in the first round. The appetite to vote historically the second round decreases, goes down. So we took the average of the historical second round turnout and project this second round turnout, and it came to 58%, which was 1.4 million. They exactly what you're seeing here in Rome. We are at 1.4 million. We think that it will be 1.6.
Okay.
All right. So we're not too far. So it was based on that 1.4 that we set targets for each of our campaign teams across the counties. Like I said, I think yesterday, we wrote off the Southeast. We're going to put any money there. It was not, it's not a favorite market to us. Our focus there was to prevent cheating. All right. And I think we achieved that, just looking at the numbers. And then number two, there was a low turnout in the Southeast. We are estimating that about 120,000 voters not go to the polls in the Southeast, which works to our advantage. Okay. And then we said, let us put money into getting out the votes. We cut jingles in the various vernaculars in the green zone to encourage our people to go to, Ali then did that for us, to go to the polls. We also invest money into motorbikes and feeding. We didn't give cash to people. We just go vote for Joseph Boakai. If you're walking for more than 2 hours, we got motorbikes here to take you. And when you go to your polling center, there will be food there at our campaign cheerleader home, so you can eat and go back. Simple. That's all we did. We didn't do billboards or all that stuff, that other people do. We invested the money directly into getting out the vote. And even though we can't declare victory yet, but we're happy with what we're saying.
Thank you. Look, the forecasting seems to be on point. I love it. But I want to say this. It seems the national numbers are coming in like 51, 52 to like 48, 49. And I think that's fair to say, given the numbers we're seeing. So it's a very tightly run race, even though Honorable Boakai has a slight edge. Now, given that information, and I did a little bit of calculation here, we have about 95.4% actually been tabulated by your team. So far, the remaining 4.6%. With my projection, is it fair to say the remaining votes, based on this number, will be nothing more than 70,000 total votes?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
that's fair.
Thank you so much.
That's fair. And if you were to distribute that, depending on based on the remaining votes that we're expecting, most of that is coming from Lofa.
Correct.
Which is good. And then you have some coming from Granji there. Listen, Dualu, this is a good question for our supporters. Based on this, we have already projected. We know how this is going to end up, but we're not going to say on the show. That's why we can, you can't put all your information out.
Correct.
So tomorrow, when we get to 100%, we'll call it. Get 100%, we'll call it.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I want to know. I appreciate it. Stevie, where you laughing at?
All right, thank you very much. Let me bring in Mo Ali. Oh, he's not on yet. Stephen, can you go ahead?
Yeah, your question was right in my alley, and I wanted to ask Abra in a way that he will put out some information, but you are smart enough to catch it, from where you're saying, because that 4%, that is 4.6% that is remaining. When you do the distribution based on the trend, you can clearly see where the results will end and who is the declared winner. But I know Amara them want to be more conservative and they don't want to call the result. So that eliminates my first question. But let me say, AMK, very excellent presentation, as the American would say, in God we trust. Everyone else bring data. And so no matter what you say in the election period, the propaganda, when people vote, one of the things that matter is the fact that you're presenting them the data about how they vote. So that you cannot do propaganda with. But here's my question to you. You did an excellent presentation, and you did it to a wide range of Liberians who's following us live here and listening via radio. Do you intend, by the time you hit 100%, do you intend to do a live presentation in Monrovia where you invite foreign missions our international observer, the journalists, to present to them, the general public locally, inviting some of these people to see what you have, to show them your information, just for informational purposes?
No, that decision is with our political leader. Today, he has instructed us not to do any official press conference. He has authorized what I'm doing now to inform our supporters and the public about our data, so that people know that we came ready for this election and that his team will be ready for governance on day one. So we will not be doing that unless he authorizes it.
Thank you.
That's it?
No, my second question was in line with what Walu had asked. So I will.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me bring in Fatima. Fatima, please.
I just want to say thank you from the VOD people, from Cape Now, from the whole Western cluster. Thank you, and thank you from all of our Liberian people. I would like to say to the laymen who are asking us, so when the thing will be over, our heart beating you. When what I said we know, then how we know? What should we be? What should we tell them? Because the people, their whole entire future is on these ballots, and they're just asking and just calling and calling. So what should we be able to tell them by what date, what time frame should we give them so that they are at ease?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to the Liberian people for the peaceful manner in which they conducting themselves in this election. This shows maturity, right? And we should acknowledge that. I think they are the true patriots. I will tell them to be patient. We are not the official authorities to announce the official results of the election. That authority is with the National Elections Commission, and we know historically that it can be annoyingly slow, but we have no other way but to wait for them. Like I said earlier, there will be days when your candidate will be ahead, and there will be days your candidate will be behind. You just need to know that what we are showing to you here will not change. We have 100% confidence in our number. Our objective by in releasing these official numbers is to prevent the stealing of the votes, and that's all. It's not to declare somebody president. We use our numbers, but to make sure that we account for the vote and we inform the Liberian people. Our numbers will not be different from the next numbers in the final analysis. So I will urge them to be patient. Let's follow NEC. Every day they will give some result until they get all the results to us. I want to assure those who voted for Ambassador Joseph Nima that on his instruction that we protect the people who will vote for the Unity Party, we put in place all the measures to do just that. And this is the product, the result of the effort, the investment we put into ensuring that the people vote were not stolen away from them. And we feel very confident in our system to track that.
So my second question is, this is a hypothetical, but I just need to ask it because people were asking me this today. What if at the end of the day, our numbers that we put in does not match that of NEC for one or two reasons? Then what? Are we prepared to do everything in our power to ensure that the right numbers prevail? Because we got people we're playing with, they're not fair. I saw that first thing yesterday in the field. Their only tactic was to intimidate our people.
All right. Fatima, let's ask the question. We shouldn't get into the sentiment.
I just want to know if we have things in place. where if something goes, or let's just say if NECO, because these are the scenarios that I was hearing from people, if NECO has the same exact numbers as ours and they refuse to accept, then what do? We're not, I'm just worried. That's all. We just want to make sure.
Sister Fatima, don't put your pressure up. Let me say this slowly and confidently. We have all of our records of count. We do. And I just show it on the show. And we're not leaving it in hard copy. We are digitizing them. Sorting them per county, and these will be permanent records. Nobody can change them. When you change them, we'll catch you. We'll raise it with NEC, we'll share it with the public. Beginning tomorrow, the announcement that NEC made today will be able to tell the Liberian people that they are consistent with our system, because it's the same source data we should have. You understand? Nothing changes. The moment we observe, changes in the source data, then that's trouble. Immediately, we'll get our lawyers to show the evidence to NEC and also inform the Liberian people while we go through the litigation. You can take that. I don't want to say take it to the bank because somebody says that who doesn't know what he's talking about. Just hold on to that and know that you can trust your party, you can trust your alliance to protect your votes and the votes of all of its supporters.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fatima. Let me bring in Mohammed Ali. Mo?
All right, Chief. Thank you again. When you call up the numbers and you say 77% in Grand Gide, 85% in Sino, most of the common people want to know out there actually how many polling places remaining. So if it is possible, can the public know how many polling places remaining in Grand Gide and how many polling places remaining in Sino? Because when I'm reading the comments, some people say, well, like plenty still remaining in the southeast and we didn't, 30,000. They want to know it so they can have some comfort, especially our supporters. So when we know that 30 polling places or 10 polling places or 11, then they can start to calculate in their heads and give themselves some comfort and say, okay, even if we take the numbers from those polling places and add it on them, we still beat them.
Yep.
Well, I think that's too technical for the audience, but I get your point. Tomorrow we'll be saying absolute numbers versus percentages, so we'll break it down. But we don't want to get into the business of making our projection on live TV.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Do you have your second question, Mo? Mo Ali, do you have your second question? Thank you very much, Mo Ali. I'm going to bring in Fagon, and then we will just scale back. Honorable Eugene Lamin Fagon, your question.
Honorable Connor, Senator-elect, can you please go home and get some rest?
Yes.
Oh, the best thing I've heard in. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, good. Because how they can stop the ballot box from getting information, then they say 15%. Y'all go open it and put it on 15%. Can you please go home and rest now? You tired? I am a doctor now. I say go home and rest.
Let me ask my question before you say home.
You finish? No. Dr. Francis, take what it shows.
Let me ask my question before you say home. All right, thank you very much for coming on Spoon. I mean, for the second time this week. We know we're going to see you again tomorrow. You will share the time, and we will be here announcing more results. Probably it will be the 100% unofficial results. Honorable Amara Cornet, we want to say thank you very much, and especially to your team of hardworking men and women. I sit here today in possession of everything you just shared. But again, One good thing you said to me, Stanton, please, 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 wait for the party to share it. I've been patient. Though Fagan were asking me to. Let me tell you the truth today. He's sending you home to go sleep. He was asking me to share. And I said, no, I'll wait for Amara Corner. So he's not your good doctor. Trust me. I said that straight. Want to say thank you.
When you see that, I want you to toss small more things for the pocket. Yeah, but you will not talk nothing. You not go and sleep. You tired.
If you want to share anything else you have to say, Liberians have listened to you. They are upbeat. It is over. It is over. It is over. And we're glad to have you. Like always, you're always welcome. Thank you, Amara Corner and Senator-elect Buffalo County.
Thank you, Stanton. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for having me on. We'll be on tomorrow again.
Thank you. All right, folks, there you have it. He have answered your question. He did his presentation. A wonderful program tonight. But again, I'm not going to leave it there, though. Let me say this in a very simple way. Fagan, what's going on? Why the other people not giving that result? Listen, it's time to spoil this thing. Y'all forgive me. I wanted to remove Amara Corner to ready to what I want to talk. You know, Amara Corner got his knee on my jugular vein. He holding me down. So I didn't want to waste it Wasana saying he's not here. But what the hell? What the other people can talk? Why they can't give us their own paper? What's going on?
Now the black plastic bag. Now the black bag with a challenge.
Black plastic.
Yeah. You told your own, somebody told their own, and you say now the whole day you running your ball. Why you can't bring out your own result? That work for you too. Go no, don't hold me now. Let me talk. Let me take my jacket. Let me talk.
Why you want to be a stripper now?
No, yeah. Say anything you want to say. I will take it off. Why do people get to their own? Every day, UP situation room. Y'all tell your own. I ain't get your own. Listen, let me say this. And I want Liberia to listen to me. CDC have no title sheet.
Nothing. They
are begging Unity Party people to show the title sheet. Yeah. They are requesting. And this is very important. The title sheet was the stuff ballot they had in a truck and they were taking around. CDC are dead then. They have no official title sheet. But even the county, they say they're winning A. If you don't want to be here, I'm telling you right now, I say my own. That's why I told Amara off quickly. Because I know exactly what I'm about to say. We can show you all of the title sheet. Unity Party built 4 systems that it couldn't catch up with Unity Party. 4 different systems, 2 international systems. I know. I don't want to call 100%, but this thing is finished.
Yeah.
Big judgment we are.
It's done.
Get there with me. George Manawea have remained an UAB called former President George Manawea. Former Vice President Joe Howard Taylor.
Most of the men know,
I mean, they are going crazy because they got no President. We're asking people, but why on the title sheet? Y'all open your war room, your situation room. What happened? Date number 2. Why are they not coming up? Presenting. Why? The great CDC we know. Why is Samuel Twain? The final minister mathematician. He should be on the board. No, to be frank, I want Liberian to hear this. Most of them, they have called me and asked me, I mean, what's the document you get? I get a text messages. If I call the person in the door and say, Mohadi don't laugh, I share with Mohadi. That's what you're laughing for. A representative send a text message, we got it.
The other one called me that money, asked me what percentage of time.
Y'all push me tonight, I will spot this thing. The election over. You're not asking for your vote. What?
Election over, no vote again.
No vote. Go ahead, go vote for the transformer. No vote. Dwadu, these people that call. Look at it. They still calling me, telling me not to talk.
Look up. Talk. Stand and talk.
I'm serious.
Dalu, if you do the garden, ate the money for the pool watcher.
Free.
Make it talk.
Free.
They lied to George Manawea. They lied to George Manawea.
No, all right. No, we have larger Liberian people.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Bao, they got us saying mobile money on all 500 LD. Hey, and they're begging the beginning. But you get fair with me, but I'll show them one more. I'm thinking, let me show them one. Don't get fair with me. They're begging for title sheet. They pay the beginning on mobile money for the beginning to get a title sheet. It's a disgrace. They got nothing. They have created a war room. They have created a situation room.
Let a fool, yeah.
Let them put a mouth out there. Let it talk. They got no title sheet. You know why? It's surprising to know CDC underpaid the poor washers.
Yep. They
out of money. Unity Party increased the prices on the poor washer. You know how much CDC get a poor washer? You know how much you're owing that as of today? They're about to take the street and demonstrate. CDC underpaid the poor washers. It's surprising. Everything you see is because of Unity Party system that they have built. Because you know what, during the first round or rest of this, you can talk. People are saying, oh, Unity Party our money. They didn't send people to the Southeastern country. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. Guess what happened? It was all changed. All changed. The cat ate his own baby. And that's exactly what CDC did. They ate the research before time.
Our car was great. All of them.
They're bad. They get on the money. They ate the money.
But still, you go get somebody who lost from his
who lost money? They already lost the money. You go put money in him.
I mean, so you said on your whole day, 2 days now, they're in the war room. Why they get show one paper?
They were.
No, you
saw the paper. You saw the paper they posted.
You know, this is nonsense.
At the metro school, CDC, 3,000.
But listen to Alu, the posters are gonna chat, fat chat.
On the executive mansion website.
The executive mansion website, but they took it down.
I know. The fun. Like Alaska posted that crap.
On the fat chat, they say 75% of the results that they have 75%, and the total vote is at 1.5 million.
Yeah.
Meaning by the time we reach 100%, you got 2 million people that voted. Far more than the first round.
Look, those boys didn't know anything.
What is interesting?
They bother with the right one.
With that kind of huge turnout, they gave UP 80% in Nima.
Yeah.
They gave UP 71% in Lofa.
Yeah.
63% in Makibi.
Yeah.
They gave away again. They gave almost 4 or 5 big counties.
But wait, let me show you.
Important, Stevie. Bona important.
Let me show you the one where the extension can. They pull in place in 18018 Lutheran Church in Grand Crew. The total number of registering the FFR.
Let me pull it up.
510. The man has stopped the team to 518. Now I see what could
above the total.
They went to PG Ness school again. 180, 119 polling place. Polling place number 4. The registrants there at 304. The men have stopped the team to 309. It comes out. They went to the total registration. 394 polling places. They go open it at 400 inside. They pack it. So the question there, like Mo said, the quarantine all that team.
Yeah.
That only in Grand Crew, there was 110% turnout.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine the whole country?
58%. The whole country. Grand Crew, 110% sure. And we're really overgone. They were really
Let me tell you, man, the part that made me vex. The man ain't even get respect for God. The man went to the Lutheran church where the total registration was 510. The man stuffed it to 518. Even cause it, hey man, in my church.
Let me show this to you. And I'm sorry I have to do this. You know I don't share text messages. I don't know. Listen. Know who asked him for the title sheet? Chris. No. I tell you to call him man. Amen. Listen, guys. CDC got nothing. Chris, tell your people to bring my title sheet.
Let's get them, man.
Tell your people to bring. Listen, Listen, I got so many messages from in the chat room. So many messages from in the chat room. Liberians need to know this.
More don't care yourself. I told you about Stato. You don't want nothing to come after. Don't give it to me.
No, let's put it up. That's nonsense. Let people see it. They get no damn kind of talent shit and they're running around saying that they get result. Look at them. They're begging for talent shit. You're saying I want talent shit. You're bring our talent shit. Yeah, I'm gonna put the money in the pay the same way money they put it out to.
No man, we are money wild way.
I'm gonna put the same way money up. That they're begging the people. They're the people money. I don't know who number there. Y'all call that number. Y'all call the number. Liberian people, y'all take the number. It's there. You all right?
Put it on once here.
Y'all call the number up. Y'all
on the radio. Those are on the radio.
Y'all say
Once here, mobile money.
You want to see the mobile money? Let me put the mobile money up. This is nonsense.
Y'all call that number and say you beat
the election finish. They're begging and say, don't do it. Call the number on the radio line. Call it.
19.
That who number that? Put the number in your phone and tell who number that. Huh? Yeah, you call the number. You're not in Liberia. You call the number direct. You tell who number that. I mean, how can you do this? Dr. Richard said, I know you won't be part of the one, but that's okay. How can you do this? In a this, I don't know. Listen, these guys talking tabata. They're talking nonsense. You get your result, put your result up. We'll expose you with your own result. You put it up.
Stanton.
Yes, sir.
I gotta tell you, and I believe you. The people calling me, they say they won't call that money to buy CDC Italian shit. All the money they stole. All the money they stole. Let me tell you, CDC. Let me tell you what happened, Stanton. The next few weeks, everybody will start talking. The people, they will start fighting your money themselves. As soon as you back, I'm not happy, and I'm going to sit back.
But man, it happened already now. I don't know if I'm going to stop me. If I'm going to say I shouldn't pull it in, I'll pull it up. I will not listen to it. If I'm going to stop me. If
the country.
I don't want me to pull it up, I will pull it up. Listen, folks, the reason why I'm doing that, I've been patient so long because you know what? People in United Party say, my man, you know, Stanton, we win the thing now. Today I can tell you guys, you know, JMB and myself are having fun today. And, you know, we're laughing. Some kind of name we get between us, I don't want to call it, but it was funny though. And, you know, but I would say this, it's over. It's not, make no mistake, it's over. This is what we do best. You go throw nonsense out there and say you get talent sheet. Put your talent sheet on, let's see. Let me go put it 500. They were sending 500 mobile money for talent sheet. They gotta send money for talent sheet. They are.
Wow.
You look here.
Can you imagine?
You better don't play with me. You don't do this, man. You don't do this. Look at the mobile money. Is that how you call mobile money, right? Wait, you transfer 500 LD to 0777111119. Oh, I don't know who's that. Guys, listen, you don't let us do this thing. Can somebody read it? Well, wait. What if I go run away? What if I go ahead? If I don't go, don't run. I will deal with CDC today. I will deal with CDC according to the law of 6 Cs. If you ever know what that law is, the law of 6 Cs, you will understand. This is wrong. You don't see woman, you take a transit, you're running around here talking nonsense. You're trying to import talent sheet.
There you go.
But I mean, say, and that's why Coco said it. You see woman, you go take a transit. Yeah, man. But how it is. If you want more information, you tell me. Election is over. We will give it to them. Because George Panelist is a former president. He has lost the election. He has lost it right now. Joe Howard Taylor is in Ghana. Matt Elliott is in Ghana. What the hell are they going to Ghana for? Why are they in Ghana?
No, they don't go.
They're trying to manipulate something. They're trying to talk to ECOWAS leaders.
No, man, the
pressure is in their head. Why are they in Ghana?
Nobody.
This is about Liberia. It's not about individual. I will put all the text messages out today because you know why? We cannot stand them. The deceit The lies, we cannot stand it. It's too much. Free Alas, free Alas, free Liberia Alas. George Manawea is a former president. If they get a title sheet, let it come up.
Yep.
CDC backing around, buying title sheets. They couldn't even pay the poor washers. But you got Finabono giving people money in with Radita Market. You got Akaris Gray running around, giving people empty bucket and one lapa and giving them money. He got over 100 men behind him during election days. The people punish him in district number 8. They punish his leader, George Manawea. It's wrong. But let me hear from you. I will upload all the text messages. No friendship right now. After inauguration, we'll say after election. But after inauguration, we'll make friends. No friendship right now. You know what you're talking. You know, tired with that nonsense. Stop going around begging people. I get all the messages I was sharing. Dr. Richardson, sorry to put you in a situation you can't handle, but talk to us.
No, somebody was saying, I think Fatima said that the Liberian people are the real MVP. I agree with you, Fatima. I'm so happy that we had elections that were free, similarly free and fair, and also, you know, void of violence. The international world is looking at us, I'm sure, and they are beginning to see that we can practice this aspect of democracy, elections, in a way that we don't have to kill ourselves, we don't have to fight ourselves, we don't have to comply to the statements that they have about Africans or Liberians as a whole. I was concerned, you know, something Amara said that just sort of provoked many thoughts in my head. It's the aspect of the culture of Liberians and their relationship with diasporans Liberians. Whosoever the Liberian people elect, it seems to be from what you guys are saying so far, what the numbers are saying. Whosoever, let me just say, whosoever Liberian people elect, I think working on that relationship should be a key issue here, because definitely there's a lot of benefits from having diaspora Liberians connected to Liberians in Liberia. I mean, you can see there's a high remitment. You can see that, you know, those of us who want to retire in Liberia will be bringing, contributing to the economy of the country, which definitely can help. I'm concerned about the stuffing of the box in Grand Cru that sort of allowed the ballots to be quarantined. I'm sorry. I'm really concerned about that. So hopefully we'll hear more about it. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Before we bring somebody in, let me recognize some very, very strong people, powerful people. If you know anybody in your camp that you want to recognize for this great victory, I'm done with the National Election Commission. I'm done with Amara Corner. We'll bring it on the more, but I will say what I want to say because it's very good. It's about me. This is who I am. I don't like to be quiet, Dwadu. I don't like somebody to restrain me. That's not me. Yeah, that's not me. My own me is to eat pepper. And come and be doing that's what I want to do. Don't quiet me. Yeah, don't quiet me. But let me recognize some folks. It is important to recognize some very powerful folks. My own sister, Magdalena Cooper, chair AI campaign fundraising. She was the chair. I want to just step aside a little bit and recognize Magdalena Cooper. Very strong. She went all over Africa trying to look for money, negotiating. I know this story because I talked to her. A very strong, powerful woman. They brought victory to Unity Party and to Liberia today. We recognize Magdalena Cooper. I also like to recognize on the Mobilization Resources Committee, Amin Modal. You guys know Amin Modal served as he's the former chairman of Unity Party now. Say what you want to say though. That brother opened his hotel, Balakaska, how you call it? Balakasa. He opened his hotel. He worked tirelessly with the team, dropped his frown. He said, you know what? Though they didn't choose me to be chairman, I'm going to rock and roll because we need a change. I mean, but I suffer a lot under this government. Say what you want to say. He suffered a lot. Nobody could have gone to that place to make any reservation. If you go to Liberia, you talk about Amin Moda Hotel, the CDC government will say you're crazy and we can't deal with that guy. We're not dealing with him. Because that CDC, that's the operation. If they don't like you, you are not in the corner, they got nothing to do with you. Let's recognize Amin Moda. A great good guy. You know, him myself, we laugh, we joke, but he's a great man. Tomala Vabala. Tomala Vabala. But more I didn't say now you're messing the people in the name.
Vambla.
I'll mess the man name over. I know you know that I'm trying to recognize it.
The man name is Tonola Vapla.
But you say now you want me to pronounce it? I try my best. Tonola Vapla. We'll recognize him. He's a good guy. We're going to recognize, you understand, Prince Moi from Bon County. He did extremely well. He cut down George Manawia vote from Bon County. He brought it down extremely well. He brought it down by almost 3,000 votes, which is good. We recognize Senator Prince Moi. He managed the campaign, and you understand he worked tirelessly with Yombi Kanga Lawrence. I'll recognize my own senator, my own sister, Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence. You know, I talked to her today. We talk all the time. And I always say thank you to her. She stood her ground. She fought a good fight. She remained with Joseph Yeman Boyka. Whatever we talk that in the corner, she's a good lady. You know, I want to recognize all the vice chairs. You know, all those that came around. Jake Kabakoti. Who can tell me about Jake? Right now, I talking said maybe he called me. Jake the Snake. You know, when you say Jake, people don't know this thing. Jake the Snake. You know, we leave the other story to God and to ourselves. But you got to understand, we recognize Jake Kabakoti. The first day I met Jake, it was at Boulevard Paradise 2016. We were sitting at Natano Magay walk in. Then Jake introduced me to Natano Magay and said, I CDC chairman. And we started laughing. You know, that's how I met Natano Magay the first time, and I met Jake for the first time. It is good that we have this relationship, Jake, Natano Magay, and myself, and the entire team. Let's also call the name Ashwa P. If you guys know Ashwa, he's a good guy. He's very jovial, down to earth. We're going to recognize Ashwa P. And trust me, I want to recognize everybody that I know, but these are friends that are close with, and we talk. This election, my people, this election is heavy on Jose Yimabwaka. It's heavy on Ambassador Jose Yimabwaka. He got a lot to do. He must do a lot. The expectation of Liberian people, very high. Make no mistake. And we'll remain here to hold Ambassador Jose Yimabwaka feet to the fire. Those that will be working along with him, we will hold their feet to the fire. Trust me, and I will do it. When I hear it, when I see it, I will blow the alarm. Because Liberia deserves better. So I will pause, and I will say to everyone tonight, go home and sleep. If you want to celebrate, get your palm wine, get your water, get your juice. Celebrate. Celebrate because God has redeemed our country. It's not a joke. We suffered for 6 years, 6 good years. Honor this government. They will hit you for no cause. They will go after you for no reason. They will use the legal system against you. They will bring fake information just to destroy you. Destroy your businesses, your entity, and everything, because it should be all about them. We will forgive them after inauguration. We will forgive them. I will forgive each and every one of them after inauguration. But we will tell it as it is, because Liberia deserves better. You deserve better. And they are still our family. We are all Liberian, but a new day has come. And guess what? Liberia is moving in a new direction. Thank you very much, folks. We stay on. We ain't going anywhere yet. Don't ask if we're going anywhere. Let me give the rest of the guys time to speak. I got more text messages. Don't go. I will share with you guys because it's important. Yeah, I will share all the text messages. Don't stop me. Go ahead, Stephen Johnson. Talk to us. Tell me what on your mind, Stephen.
So
Talk to
let me tell you
the
what on
people.
my mind, Senator. I'm very excited to be alive. And the reason I am is because in my lifetime, I have witnessed, or I'm about to witness, the second transition that ever happened. The first transition happened in 2017, but prior to 2017, it happened 74 years before, where one government turned power over to the next government. And so in the space of 6 years, and in my lifetime, I'm about to see a repetition of that. But what it says to me is that our democracy is maturing. Our democracy is reaching a stage where people can decide. The people can decide as to which government they want and as to who they believe can represent their aspirations. And so in 2017, when they elected George Weah as president of Liberia, it was a difficult moment for some of us, especially from the Unity Party. It was a period of deep, sober reflection after we lost. We went back into our rooms and with the, we retrospect and decided to say, look, how can we pull this thing off?
I know. I'm sorry, please, guys, we'll be bringing in Senator Prince Yedu Johnson from Nema County. So I beg you, we just have to bring him on because we announced that yesterday. So Stephen, when you're done, I will bring in.
Okay,
Senator
let me just snap it so that we can have the senator. When George won, and in many quarters, people said George was a populist president, and that to defeat him would take you decades, if not many years. And so we started hearing news about 24 years later on drop. But one of the things this election taught us is that popularity is a perishable commodity. That you can be as popular as this, and if you fail to deliver the goods to your people, that popularity dwindles. And life is a stage. When the cheering is high, that's when you do your best performance and walk along. So what I think will happen for our democracy going forward is that those who are elected, whether representative, senator, and president, will have to now be accountable to the people, because the people now can use their will to alter the government. And that is the fundamental thing that a lot of people, over 250,000 of our compatriots, died fighting to make Liberia what it is today. And so I'm excited. I'm flabbergasted to be alive, and I'm happy to watch Liberia's democracy mature in ways that all of us have fought in our own weak ways to create this democratic space, and that today it can flourish. We're happy to be alive. Thank you.
You know what? Thank you very much. We'll hear from the rest of the guys. We'll be bringing in Senator Prince Yedu Johnson. It is important. Getting message from him. While he settled to come in, we also want to recognize political Cooper passed away. That my PK. He always fighting on Facebook. You know him. Let's recognize from Group. I will give you guys a chance to recognize some of the folks you know, because it is important. Everybody fought a good fight. Now we'll recognize certain people. I can't call the name because they stay in the government. I would just want to say, please recognize who want to be recognized, because if I call some people in the year, Joe Manuel will fire them tonight. So I don't want to do that. So let me recognize.
Wait. You call my brother for Natiko name. Then you say you're not calling nobody.
I didn't call for that. I didn't call for Natiko name. I didn't call for Natiko name. I didn't.
You should it, man. Test me.
I would tell him, again.
I don't know why you would carry the car.
I want to recognize Alex Tyler. I want to recognize Boto Cannon. I want to recognize Ahmed Jala from Bapalu, James Banning from Maryland, Ben Fufanan. I want to recognize John Bolu from Maryland, also Deba Babala from Grand Cape. Man, I want to recognize every one of them because they have done a great job.
Our picking stands on Martin Colley.
Martin Colley is always recognized. And let me say this. He's the man with the pen. And I will be bringing him on the show tomorrow, probably, that he can actually show face and discuss the issue. I will stand back because we got to bring in PYJ. Man, if you send me stuff, I will recognize you, and Joe, I will not like you. Somebody got working in the government. He said you recognize me. He working as a deputy minister in the government. He right there with the people. He want me to recognize it. If I call you in Chester,
I can see you wanted to be somebody tonight. All you
got recognizing people. Then he sent me a name. You working in the main government. You're a deputy minister. Way up there. You want me to recognize you?
Recognize the man. They call him UPUSACA Sheriff. Just recognize him.
Well, UPUSACA Sheriff, move from here, man. I want to recognize that I said those I'm going to recognize it. I want to recognize I said those. Deputy minister for youth and sport. I said those been fighting for Joseph Yeman Boyka. He been doing extremely well. He been negotiating in the back. And we recognize Acido. Let me recognize.
You gotta is terrible.
No, because I'm thinking, I don't want to recognize the man, right, Moadi? The man keep on texting me. My man, you recognize me? No. Acido was diehard Joseph Boyka supporter. The man contributed to the campaign. Let's recognize Asset though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
Let's
can
recognize
I
Asset though.
please recognize UPUSACA Sherry?
Let me
Say,
recognize.
But Stanton,
Yeah.
please allow me to pay special tribute to two
Let me
persons.
do the last one record. You will come in because Prince Johnson said we're getting 5 minutes. And let me recognize above all my new friend John Modu. John Modu the second, he did extremely well. Right? He's the only person I said, Stanton, I trust the system. I trust the system. We raised over 300,000 a year on Spoon because of his instrumentality. We recognize John Modu, a great man, and we will stand with him as we persecute those guys that are leaving the offices. We will audit them. We will seize their home. I'm telling you right now, I know it. Make no mistake.
It has to be done.
We will confiscate the property. I gave him the message to Honorable Aunt Mama to go tell her son. We will seize his home.
God,
okay? We will arrest them. We will take them to the law.
Give him a running stomach to now. That's it. Oh.
So Stanton, you know, this campaign was influenced in a big way by social media.
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. And, you know, there were people who we didn't even call. Just from the beginning, they joined us. And their contribution to the campaign was very, very great. Our social media team was headed by Charles Collins. He's a social media influencer. We want to recognize him. And he was able to bring on board one of our social media influencers. When that guy is on your side, you enjoy him every day. I even want to learn from him. They call him Strong Banner Peking. That guy is one of the tormentors of the seditions on social media. And interestingly, he supported George Weah in 2017. Another one also, Ernest passed away. His social media name is Prolific. You know, these guys did extremely well. Let me recognize two of our TikTok heroes. One is called February King, and another one is called Shai. Those two guys, they were producing videos, campaign messages, campaign videos on TikTok. Of course, I want to recognize my own friend, Honorable Karishma Pelon, social media fighter, and all of the other people. You know, we will not know everybody. But also, let me take this time, since she is here, to pay a special tribute to Honorable Jemima Kowolo Colley. You know, the first time I heard her on the radio, I didn't know she was supporting us. I just put the radio on. When I heard her, I wanted to cut the show off to go to another station and say, because the Omar that CDC Omar, she come and deal with us. Yeah, to be honest, right? And then the first time, I mean, she was talking, I heard the talking going our way. I said, they think getting interesting. Let me listen more. And I heard, you know, Aunt Jemima talking for us. She was talking about Nima. Nima will go with Joseph Waka. And so I said, well, this is interesting. Aunt Jemima, I want to take this time on behalf of the campaign to pay a special tribute to you for all of the time you've taken to come on the radio, to move about, to talk to people. We do appreciate you. Thank you a million.
Thank you very much. We will be bringing in PYJ shortly. While we recognize folks, yes, he's saying that he's coming in to just appreciate his people from Nima County and those Liberians home and abroad. But I will quickly recognize Boyma Kamara. Boyma is a fighter, and we recognize him, former Minister of Finance Boyma Kamara. We say thank you for helping us, getting into some of these economic and financial issues. We say thank you a lot. We certainly recognize you. Real quick, Dualu.
Yeah, no, we can. Even though he's cut from another cloth, the likes of Prophet Key, he did a great job on his station. But you got to remember the Madonna drive-through, Stanton.
Yeah, you recognize each other.
Family. I will hear you, Senator. They did a great job.
But McDonald's drive through the job floor. Well, y'all gotta bring. Y'all gotta tell them, man.
In Liberia, but I can't forget those in the trenches. Some of them we don't know the names. There were people across this country, across Liberia, in the trenches. A lot of them, the likes of Noah Gibson, these guys were scattered all over the country, taking on their own money, spending their own time, making sure they reach our people, showing them how to vote. I mean, every single one of you. You were not just fighting for honorable boycott. I kept saying this on the show. This is not about being bound to the boycott. This is about the preservation of our way of life, the Liberian way. This is about maintaining something and taking our country away from this man child that did not understand the awesome responsibility that was before him. He did not understand this. This was killing our children. But for me, I'm excited tonight. You got no idea the joy within me until it's concluded. But Liberia, we must set this country back on the proper path. And this excites me tonight.
Thank you very much. Let me say this. Those of you, we will open the phone lines. Please call. But want to recognize, I sent a special one, though, seriously, because I know these two gentlemen. They are so unique. The fight. You saw Yeke this morning? You saw what he did this morning? We recognize Yeke in a very special way. When folks are saying, "Oh, why Yeke taking the picture?" and there, Yeke say, "Brother-in-law," and I mean Yeke. I say, "Yeah." And when I spoke to Yeke, I understood exactly. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. I recognize Darius DeLon also getting the result from Moserado County, walking into the situation room this morning. With the result, man, they don't say something. He said he will be the one to beat George Manawea all through, and George Manawea will never win Moserado County. You be the witness now. His first election, he beat George Manawea and CDC. His second election, he beat George Manawea and CDC. Look at what he just did again.
The tail one, the first round.
Yeah. He beat them. No, to be frank with every one of us, I think Delo should be crowned the godfather of Moserado County. He's the only person knows how to win an election in Moserado County.
True.
I know. If I'm wrong, just tell me.
No, that's true.
They should put that crown on his head. He's a godfather. It's not Sir Joseph.
Instead of he's not just winning. The last election, the first round, we had 2,800 margin vote. This time around, it's 22,600.
There you go. He's not. People need to understand, because this is about how you operate. Sir Joseph came on and he went behind the bad tree, right? Sir Joseph giving people money and back arrest to go vote because of the CDC thing. But take all of that out of the picture. They don't have nothing, not a dime.
Johnson, Senator or Representative.
All right, so I think let's just give it to him, man.
Yeah, Senator Johnson from
Senator Johnson from Bomi County. And we recognize Diesel. They call him man Diesel. So, folks, I'm still waiting for PYJ. He's Mempe Gondo. Look at Mempe still fighting in Liberia.
Oh yeah, our tactic.
Look at Mempe Gondo, our own sister Mempe. She's still fighting. And
but
CEO, I'm running the cathedral. We're in the car. We're there. Then the money again. She call again. I mean, she's doing extremely well.
Stanton, let me come in 1 minute. There are other people who recognizing people. They say, "Oh, why you not call my name?" This campaign is owned by certain people. Yeah, we can tell everybody thank you. For example, I will not come to say, "Oh, no, let me say the party chairman, thank you." It's all that the party chairman campaign, for example. It is my campaign. I don't expect anybody to come here and say, "Yeah, we pay special tribute to Moali," because it is my campaign. The other people who it was not their campaign, they came on and helped. In a way, we have to recognize them. When I campaign, you should be recognizing people. And so I want to take this time. One of our men, Musa Fofi Fofana, who were doing the first fundraiser. The guy just called on the phone and said, "I'm contributing $10,000. Everybody thought it was a joke. 2 days later, he called me. He said, "My man, go collect the money." Musa, thank you very much. And he has been, helping even the party. But let me recognize all my party people, one of my own people. Jericho Bangalore, they campaign at your campaign. You say, I recognize you. You are hereby recognized, Councilor. You're escorting me to Supreme Court tomorrow. So if I recognize you now, you will just go tell them to put me in jail. Councilor Ko Bangalore, my lawyer, our legal team headed by Councilor Bushben Keita, Councilor Johnny Momo.
Our Oman are in prison. Our Oman.
Of course, Councilor, former Chief Justice Gloria Musu-Scott. She is one of the brains behind our team, the legal persons. Even while in prison, she still, we are with her, our hearts are with her. She still gives all of the support to the legal team. Councilor Taylor. Our legal team is one of the biggest. We got over 30 lawyers. Now, when UP get one case, we can follow the whole cohort with lawyers. Colonel Remy Gray, welcome. And thank you.
Why you welcome Colonel Gray? Why you welcome Colonel Gray? Yeah, why you welcome Colonel Gray? Let me say this.
Like a Nigerian actor hat.
Steven, let me recognize somebody here. Seriously, she came late into the game from our end, but she was a saving grace for district number 8, Fatima Bintu Salif. Fatima recognized you. District number 8, where Princeton won. The issue is that she discovered district number 8. District number 8. Let me finish my story. She discovered that Karis Gray brought in folks from Grand Cape, my county, and she stopped them. Karis Gray brought in folks from Grand Cape, my county, and because of how Princeton won today by 84 votes. So it was because of Fatima. I want to recognize you, Sister Fatima. Thank you very much for all you do. I'm not part of this party, but
let me do my own recognition.
I beg you.
Still, can I say something first?
County. This guy in Runoff County, the guy took over the social media. I know he really again, but we all know it.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let me do my own record. I think the Unity Party at stock.
Can I go ahead? Okay.
Unity Party at stock.
I'm on the floor.
Hold on, I beg you, hold on. Let on the road. What do call it? Go ahead.
CEO, I'd like to recognize Senator Prince Johnson for several reasons. Senator Johnson has not just been the godfather of NEMA, but he has been a daddy, a uncle, a brother to everybody in NEMA. And the fact that he stood behind Unity Party, he said, I will deliver NEMA, and he delivered NEMA. Along with the NEMA people, I want to recognize him as the big daddy of NEMA. Then I'd like to recognize the Lofians. I'd like to recognize the Lofians. They did well. Like I spoke to them and said, I'm your head wife. You must get up and realize that you deserve a president coming from that county. And they listened to me as the daughter, as the head wife, and they did exactly what we spoke about. I'd like to recognize the Lufians. Then I also like to recognize Stanton Weatherspoon. Stanton, you are a gift to the Liberian people. You might not know it, but I am telling you, I'll continue to repeat that. God brought you for a purpose at the right time to establish this station, for us to be able to be here today to disseminate the right information, not information that has been distorted. I want to recognize you, Stanton. God will bless you. God will bless your family. And I want to recognize you for that. Then I want to recognize the the Spoon TV journalists, the whole team, the journalists. I see how these children work with their whole hearts because I'm around them most of the time. They work with all no complaint, nothing. They honor you, they honor us who follow you. I just want to recognize them for being there for Spoon TV and the Liberian people. They have done a great job. I want to recognize them. Then I like to recognize, but she now on the show now, I like to recognize Dr. Richardson. You know, I was the first female on this show when you're established, the first female panelist. And then I had to take a little a sabbatical because I had a lot of things that I had to do. And so, you can hear me? And so I had to take a sabbatical. But she has done well. She stood the test of times, the storms, the hurricane, the tornado, everything. She stood there with Spoon TV. I just want to recognize her in a public manner that she has done well, and I want to tell her sincerely from my heart that she should continue no matter what. The last would be, I'd like to recognize the Liberian people. Liberian people have done what they have elevated themselves from one stage to another when it comes to politics. The Liberian people know exactly what they want at a point in time, and nobody can take it away from them because you can see the way, the trend in which they voted for the rights. They voted for not only the rights, they voted for justice, they voted for freedom, they voted for everything that they need to exist. I want to tell the Liberian people, thank you for voting for your future and the gateway to Liberia. Thank you, Stanton, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much again, guys. We'll be bringing in Senator Prince Johnson. We have made contact with him. Once Fagon finish eating, then Fagon will tell us. We'll be bringing in Senator Prince White Johnson. He's going to appreciate his folks. We are doing this recognition, and we'll recognize folks even more. I know we got a long list of people to recognize, but we appreciate your kindness as you recognize the network. Above all, we say thanks to Madam Titi Cannon, the CEO of Spoon Network, in whose strength, with the grace of God, that we are continuing a show. Listen, we were broken down, but she kept us going. I want to say we say thanks to her. We say thanks to all of the staff, the management, everyone at the network. They've been doing extremely well. We will find time to do that. Let me bring in Fatima because Prince Johnson is getting ready. Fatima, what you come right eating?
On a grill or talking though.
CEO, I got a bunch
of
CEO, I kept piece of meat for you.
I'm sorry, Conor Gray. Let Fatima come in, then you come after, please.
I would like to recognize.
Let me know that it's sport. Let me know that it's sport. You're writing.
Something wrong with you. The thing why I just come for cooking in the air fryer.
I would like to recognize one of my foot soldiers in Monrovia who every time I call him, I ask him to go any part of the Western cluster, he went. Mike Jabatel, he's one of my MVPs. Everywhere I asked him, he went. I would like to recognize Honorable Yeke Kolba. I came the first time I voted for him. I never saw him. But yesterday, when the people attacked me in district number 10, I called him and he came to my rescue. So I would like to recognize him. I would like to recognize my VAR people who took what I told them. Although people used to be teasing me and telling me, she can't speak VAR now, but my VAR people took it. My message resonated. I would like to recognize Reverend Luther Tappe. Yesterday, I called him to 10 different spots, and he came to every spot.
And we call him, he can't answer our phone.
10 different spots. I called him yesterday. He came there.
Now, who's that?
Like to recognize Honorable John.
Reverend Tappe, the chairman for the party that we can be
Reverend
Tappe ain't know that AB went here?
No, he coming to know that today. He will know.
I would like to recognize Honorable John Babu.
No.
I call that man. Anything I ask him to do, I've been talking to him. I would be, every time I was frustrated, he would encourage me. My auntie Masa, I made her to join the Unity Party in district number 10, and she was one of the biggest spokesperson. My cousin Benu, who was leader of my auxiliary in the Ghanansville belt, my cousin Foma in Minnesota, who supported me, you know, Senator, or the former Senator Sando Johnson, Ma Daba, our newly elected senator, my of course Amara Kone, my children's uncle, the newly elected senator, my nephew Famo, who is always there to encourage me.
All your family, your list is too long. All your family. Why you call
my family, but the ones that financially supported me, encouraged me.
Why you call it every name?
My uncle Hassan Kiawu, my uncle Abdullah Kiatama. They don't want me to call their name, but yeah, I will call their name. And of course, I would like to my cousin, my children, uncle Seku Sano, my cousin Big Jew Mayamu Fofana, who did not want me to.
So why about every what do you car and security?
I would also like to recognize Reverend G. Roy Cummings, who. Wait now, I almost done.
Why you want me to be the last?
You stop it, CEO.
I would like to recognize. I'm gonna show the video.
Who one day, you're living with us, CEO. I would like to recognize CEO, who one day I spoke. Madala Cooper was on the show and I called. And he called me and he said, I see you're so passionate about Liberia. What do you want to do? I said, I want to fight with my blood, my sweat, my tears. And he said, any way you want to do, I will help you. And CEO has been there for me. I mean, he has just been encouraging me.
The only thing that draw me closer to you because of that Mama Balu text messages and the president text messages.
Everybody on this show, but he would encourage me. I don't know. CEO will call me all the time. Fatima, be careful. Don't do this. Don't do that. CEO, you are the Liberian people's father. Although you're not the old pape, but the Liberian pape. My auntie Titi Kanem, I would like to say thank you to her. She loves me. She encourages me. She encourages me to fight. My entire family, they're just there for me. They knew first they were scared, but in the end, they say, Fatu, you into this thing. We know you want. This is what you want. And my entire Sherry family, all the vibe people, they encouraged me. They stood with me. I mean, my cousin Bijou is my best friend. Mayamu Fofana, she didn't want me to call anybody. I'll call her. She gives me money. She comes around.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you tell all my family. And
the
last person, the Liberian people. I mean, yesterday when I was yelling, the people wanted to beat me into station number 10. The Liberian people joined the fight. They fought for me. They rescued me. I just want to say thank you. And then my last song. The last two people I want to say thank you to. With my whole heart, JMV, me I put that with my whole heart for Joseph.
Yeah, again, congratulations to talk.
With my whole heart, JKK. Joseph, you might back in Germany. I want to say thank you to you for standing strong for Liberia, for not giving up, for letting all the Leke and the Buka.
Fatima, it's for a great time to talk now.
And y'all will eventually rescue our country. So all of them, my mom, Patu, to my mom, Chandra, to all my mothers, my aunts, my uncles. Thank you.
Fatima is okay.
Fatima, I
go ahead.
Well, I know the Unity Party hit a hard rock.
My ex-husband, Ebi Kuma.
I know the Unity Party hit a hard rock.
Stand up. Sorry.
You interrupting Colonel Grace.
Yeah, I interrupted my ex-husband, Ebi Kuma, for providing me security. CEO are paying him to provide me.
I'm paying you. I'm paying. Don't put me there. I'm begging you. Don't allow me. I'm paying. Yeah, you met a man Monday. You and the mentor. You're where. Who knows? Don't put me there, man.
I'll show you a video. You want to it?
Don't put me there. I will put everything outside if you allow me.
What outside? What a video outside?
All right. I know the Unity Party are hit a dead rock. And of course, there was this transition from the now empty talker that we call voice of the people, the former voice of the people, now his voice of himself. But Stanton came in at a very sensitive moment. Of course, Aunt Mama recognized him, but I think he's a big part of all of this. And supported by all his crew. Of course, you had Diamond Slanger. Kid sometimes look like he's halfway sleeping, but the train is moving. And I think Stanton brought something to the campaign that most people would have paid millions and millions of dollars for. And you'd be surprised if you took a survey right now in the streets, how many folks would say, "Oh, I saw it on Spoon." And I think, and he wasn't doing that because he's going to go have a position with this victory, but rather, like most of us, we just want to see this thing called CDC, leave our political space, because it's unrepresentative of us as a people. I mean, come on, man. Am I going to be going most time when the only way other nationals want to meet them and say I'm from Liberia, so George Weah, that footballer. Why should a country that sat at the foundation of the United Nations be recognized only because one guy played football? And most of them have come to know that he's doing so dismally poor to the extent where they say, "Damn, but you guys are what's wrong with you guys?" And I know they're not going to be asking us that question anymore. That will see somebody who has very little to contribute to a nation heading an entire nation that sat at the foundation of our African Union. And I think, like Stanton, we all wanted to see this thing go. And I think special recognition should go to Stanton. Most people would have given up. I know Stanton was who made Class Reloaded came into being, and because but that such was the time.
Exactly.
And I saw the guy rushing to go do this, the Class Reloaded. I saw Stephen Johnson. I'm never going to go on school anymore. I damn myself the day I'll go there. But battles are won, and everybody tend to recognize the reason for which you were fighting. I think everybody was a hero. Of course, my own
Ali, you
Dr.
got to mute.
Dr. Richardson, who stood after everybody left. Because one time, Stanton was isolated, and she was all over calling. Not to say Stanton could not pick up the phone and call, but Doc has a way of appealing to your soul. He say, "Remy Gray, please come on the show." Then I say, "Which show?" She say, "Spoon. Come, you say you got a voice too." But those kinds of people who cannot abandon you when everyone else is going different direction are the ones to remember. And I think one of my men was after me. He softened me a little bit. Oblan Nima, he said, "My man, this thing let Cummings go as running mate to Joe Bucker." He broke it down to me why, and he was on my back every morning. He was calling me. So we had some show. And I've had much exposure, but he was also one guy who said, "You know what? If Cummings doesn't go with Bucker, I think Cummings done though." And I don't know if Fangon heard him saying it, but Fangon pick up that same line. And maybe Cummings is done, maybe it's
I
not
live
done.
in Minnesota.
Well, I don't know. You got plenty of years, my man.
I got June.
Yeah. so I think my recognition, would go mostly to Stanton. I think going forward, you still need Stanton to propagate the message, because this is going to be a big fight. Imagine if these guys finally accept the fact that they're no longer in power. There'll be lots of sabotage. There'll be people will be, running propaganda here and there. Don't forget now, there was a guy you guys lost, And those kinds of people don't just go away easily. And you need Stanton to diffuse them. Just as I was showing Cash App here. So probably Stanton got more arsenal there that he can use.
I mean, trying to create problem. But let me say something that I great. Let me say this, and I recognize everyone. Special thanks to my wife that gave me the time to invest into this network. You know, I'm really grateful to God for my family, my wife. You know, she stood by me. She couldn't understand. And, you know, the reason why would you go open radio station? Why? You don't make no money. You know, but again, as I talked to her, she began to understand that it's for entertainment purposes. You know, I give her all the, bless her, million times, man. Thank God for my beautiful wife. She's very calm. She's not part of the moving here and there with the network. But again, I don't know if I'm gonna do a face like that for. But again, I want to say thank God to her. I recognize her because she's my strength. She's my God sent, and I'm very, very grateful. It wasn't a decent one getting through with CDC. We were explaining the story on the farm day. We will. You know, you have to manage. Once you have an intent, you just have to manage it. And that's what made Stephen Johnson that mad. They didn't know that my relationship with Joseph Braga started 2016. So JMB and myself understood our own conversation. Sometimes you bite and blow just to keep you on. Imagine if CDC were going to say we shut you down like 2 years ago. By this time, you were going to declare. But be not afraid, though. CDC will not come back to do anything funny. Madam Joa Howard Taylor right now is in Ghana. She and Madam Sadi flew into Ghana. We don't know. The Liberian people are resolved.
As a Lancer, the first lady travel.
Yeah, all of them going. The Liberian people are resolved. You know why? Because it's the best thing to do. The people stood up. When they wanted to switch the ballot boxes, they stood up. They said no. You know, cell phone, people calling, CEO, look, they want to take it. This is what we do, and this is what we do continuously. Be not afraid. They cannot change anything. From me, what I said, what I have in my possession, is over. I can read to you results, signed and sealed by a National Election Commission. But you know, I have to listen to the other side. They will read those results. Look at Americone coming over 90-something% of the result. Who can pull forward? So don't get your mind all disturbed. It's over. George Manawia is a former president. I seen it openly on a national network. He is a former president. You can't beat it, because this is what we all suffer for. You know, when they were saying that we would do this to you, we'll do that to you. I'll tell you right now, it's over. George Manawia, we know he will not put up any resistance. Those that are around him that try to take on the street and they think that is super, that's when you're going to see the Liberia National Police themselves doing an arrest. And that when you're going to see the AFL doing actual arrest. Because the international community, they are looking. Nobody will put forward. If CDC got a title sheet, let it put it outside. We're in the argument today. You be showing the title sheet. Give your provisional result. Go in your war room. Display your title sheet. Display your result. And listen, don't argue with them. If they come and say, please show your title sheet, and America come on 3:30, tell them to come at 2 o'clock. We'll sit and wait for them. Let it display. Let it tell us. There's nothing there for them. Election finish. Let me say this. I just put a joke on acid though, but you know what, Fagon, you are right. I have people wrong with things, right? I just say acid though contributor. Look what Michael Reloaded Robert said. Acid though was a diehard supporter of Joseph Yuma Bwaka. He contributed to Unity Party campaign immensely. He sent a text to recognize him as an identity. Hey, yeah. Listen, Acid though and myself. Acid though and
but
myself.
go to Acid though page. Go read Acid though. 2 minutes ago, he said, so that my name Stanton Witherspoon using to console his people after giving an empty hope that Baga was winning election. Hey, you getting shit now, all the ticket. Yeah, man.
So I said, do that, my friend. Let me end with that bigger. I said, do that, my friend. I said, do never contributed to see.
I said, do post 6 + 6
okay.
left it around.
But yeah.
Stanton,
there are certain people or group of people who made our campaign colorful in the
So when all of y'all be talking here today, I can't even recognize.
Hey, wait small. You talking under everybody, my man. Let me recognize.
You talking under everybody.
No.
You know,
anywhere you go, can win. Anywhere the other guy go, they can win. They say
the motorbike riders. They really did great in their campaign. You know,
I can't stop you from recognizing them before now beating them.
When you going on the campaign, is going, or the vice tender bearer, those guys will land up the street. They did so great, and when those people jump behind you, it's a sign. When Mr. We are moving, you see those boys, oh, what they play.
They can put passengers down. Oh, get on. I gotta go.
Oh, yeah. And you can't do anything for them, or you're not buying them. Yeah, on the side of the road. Money. No, Colonel Gray, they will go and park and wait for you. You finish. Then they get back on there and come back. They are very great.
Yeah.
Two last person here. Another group is the diaspora Liberians. You know, you're in the diaspora, the part you can play in the politics here. Reason why every politician can scramble to get diaspora Liberian, support. Because when you sit on the show and the little stipend you send back here, you have real influence. No matter all the things we can say, but you help to shift many people or decision making in elections here, and that's why we all the time. You know, when you support, we get vexed, and the reason why we get vexed is because you're not supporting us. When you with us, there is a whole different ball game. I want to take this time to just recognize all of the diaspora Liberians, supporters, non-supporters as well. Those who help to push us. And one of my own guy, Ishmael Woolley, the guy would kill himself for UP business. And somebody who I've never met before, I've never seen him, we are not friends, but I follow his posts on social media all of the time. We call him Mano God. I didn't know him by Mano God. I want to say thank you. You've been doing very, very well. Thank you for tonight, and next time we'll come with talk about more and more people.
All right, so folks, let's bring in Fagon. Let him write his say on, and we'll be all on here 7 p.m. USA time, which will be 12 p.m.
So we need you. They say
well, I would like to.
Anywhere the other guy go, they can lose.
You know what? Maybe you're right, though. Maybe you're right, Greg.
But there's a pattern.
I would like to recognize my soon-to-be political party, Ivan Careful. I just liking them every day. I like to recognize the EFFL and Emmanuel Gonkwe and his men. They stood the test of time. They are gladiators, they are warriors, and they're true sons and daughters of our country. My salutation goes out to you all, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Your friend may not be my friend. I would like to recognize Milton Bly, commonly referred to as General Butt Naked. Whenever there was fear, he stood up to them and challenged them. Some days he had to go out of his pastoral way, put down the Bible, put down his garment, and say, I have over 500 children here that I have trained and I have removed from drugs. Come after them and you will have to pass through me. I want to recognize Milton Bly for his bravery, and him standing up for this rescue train. I also now want to recognize Mistress Musu Annie Boyle. She's the wife of Alaric Tukpa. And I want to say to her, thank you. She was a very good, strong supporter. Some of the trips I made, she handled it, and she was good. I want to recognize the Friends of Fagon. You guys saw them making a lot of donations. SKD Boulevard, some of my friends, I can't call their names because they're in government, but we like to recognize them. They're Friends of Fagon. You will get to know them very well. The best friend I had on the Boulevard, Miss Dede Howard Smith, I would like to recognize her and show her every cheese in the bucket for her to eat. I want to recognize Jake Kabakoli for his hard work. Of course, you guys did Martin Colley. I'd like to recognize Mark Javater. Mike, when the Western region was cold, Mike took his camera on his phone, took his old car, without any support, went out there and started galvanizing the support for the train. People made fun of him. They call him cow meat. They call him all kinds of names, old sedition. But Mike never gave up. And because of Mike, the word began to spread rapidly in the Western region. I want to recognize Alex G. Gamoyu Kesali. When things were getting tough and shaky, and we needed to show more videos, Alexander Gamoyu Kesali came in and said, I have a background in RT. I can cut the videos and we can show them in real time the way you want it, how you want it. And I want to say thank you to him. Glendy Juniors, everybody know her. They say she's annoying. Glendy is not annoying. Glendy will just pursue you. Even if you go to God, she will go after you. I want to recognize Glendy in a special way. I want to recognize Queen Johnson. I want to recognize Queen Johnson and Konodeko. If George Weah was to be asked today, take 3 persons from on social media for the UP team. Don't let them come by again forever. He will say, take Konodeko out, take Glendy Juniors out, and take Queen Johnson out. I will be successful. If you take all those 3 people, I'll be successful. But if they remain on social media, they will destroy me. They are true soldiers. Anywhere you see them, fear them. I would like to recognize Ambassador Hawaii Yomi. Of course, I'm sure Stanton likes this one. She's very good at raising funds for a campaign. I would like to recognize Fumba Sherif, the chairman of the Minnesota chapter. He ferried me to Minnesota at his own expense on many occasions, making sure that he wanted us to succeed in Minnesota because it's a vote-rich area with Liberians, and we did well in Minnesota. So Fumba, I want to say thank you. I also want to say thank you to Galima Dennis, the guy who did all the jingles in the various vernaculars that at least had an impact last minute of time. So I also want to say thank you to Josh P. Lobo. Even though all the people then from on his platform, they didn't say thank you to him. They forget about him. But Steven, no, I'll call you this. I want to say thank you to Josh P. Lobo. Last but not the least, the last 2, Stanton. My kids have been very supportive. I think one day I was on the set, they brought me lunch. They've never been to Liberia before, but they're following Liberian politics like crazy. And so when they see us staying long, they'd be like, gosh, you know how they can speed a series. You've been there for 4 hours talking. I said, that's why it takes to win election. And like my other daughter, Zena, would say, you talk for 4 hours, what time you spend building the country? But again, they were there. That's BCA Fangon, that's Zena Fangon, that's Joy Musu Fangon, and that's Precious Herman Fangon. These people stood by my side, and I'll always be grateful for their service. And the last that I said would be the most powerful one. It's a friend that I went to school with. From elementary, we carry on. She and her husband, Cindy, who you call Kev? You see, the man, tell the man from the screen, man. Tell the man from the screen. She and her husband, Cindy Sando, and Lilani Francella Flemister Sando. They are business people. They're very religious. So it had nothing to do with politics. It had to do with me as a person, being her best friend ever, from elementary, junior high school, all the way. And so whenever I travel, she's always there. She'll take care of everything for me. And whenever I say, hey, man, she said, no, it's not politics. It's us. That's where we came from, elementary school all the way up. And I want to say a big thank you to them. I want the people of Minnesota to know that the many trips I made over there, I had my very good family friends there who took care of me. So to the Liberian people, it's you we're going to say thank you to. And history will never forget this election for one thing, Dwalo. It wasn't police people. It wasn't soldier. It wasn't immigration. Neither was it the Siwa Briggs battalion that he dressed up in immigration uniform. It was the people who took over their own election, provided their own security, and made sure that they maintained the peace and it was free and fair. To you, the Liberian people, you deserve our utmost respect. And like His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai have said repeatedly, it's because of you that he's in this race, and the mandate you gave him will be carried out to its fullest. I pray that everyone that will surround him will do what the Liberian people are asking them to do, and that is their best to make sure that we have socio-economic and political growth and development. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Fagon. Let me recognize the late night guys, the guys that talk about late night politics, because we got to go. Please allow me to recognize them. With Nelson, Nelson, can you come on? Nelson,
I forgot
Nelson, can you come on real quick and recognize your guys? I don't want to make a mistake. We'll find time to recognize the Spoon family, the old staff, the new staff, and I will call all of their names. But tonight, I will recognize those that are on the late night politics. Is Nelson there? Nelson Colette, Moba Zokai, Sheikh Sharif, Raymond Zeze, Sylvester Johnson, Bibi Duo, Honorable Charisman. You got Alfred, Rubik, Mackie, Hans, Mickey, Shady Snell, Prince Bay, Maggie, Easton, the legend, Vakabina Ture, Sandy Jalahud, Mizzy Abraham, Saba, Francis, Jared Nipa. We want to recognize every one of them. Great people. I hope I didn't miss any of them, but good team. They're here every night, every morning in Liberia. They are on the radio causing problem. And to tell you the truth, I'm doing this because, or we're doing this because this election is over. I mean, if you want to be scared, go take your blood pressure medicine. You know what? I'm not afraid. George Miller, he will concede. He must concede. There's no if and a but to that. The president, he will do the right thing. He will speak. He will address the nation. Finally, he will concede. And that's the best thing. Yes, ma'am.
I got to recognize this.
Let me do this real quick. I want to do this real quick before I give it to you. One person always in the back that fight like nobody else. Councilor Jerome Verdier. Let me recognize him in this open. Let me say this to Councilor Jerome Verdier. If you don't know him, trust me. And those are the giants that come in to change things in Liberia. They don't bite and blow. They say as it is. We recognize Councilor Jerome. We say thanks to him. He went through a lot. But you know why? We are in it together, and I recognize. I know why he on my second talk. And Liberians, I recognize you. All my people in Newtown, all my people in Ghana's where I recognize you. All my family, my in-laws.
I recognize my soup boys then too.
And that's it. Go ahead, Archie, Mama.
Can you recognize Prophet Key? He did really well, but
we recognize Prophet Key. No, we did. Yeah, we did. We recognize Prophet Key. But again, you cannot take fraud to a beauty pageant. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Prophet Key. The other thing you can say, I will not say, Yahweh Zo, we recognize Prophet Key. There's the beauty of Prophet Key. Prophet Key actually scared people. They thought he was against Joseph Yuma Boakai at first. All right, a lot of people, but he understood exactly what we all came to do.
The man knew the paper
All
that
right.
course, so he caused good for
Spencer, you
them.
recognize some of my people now.
Go ahead, Wally.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wally,
See,
go
hold on,
ahead,
just
please.
20 seconds.
No,
I
Wally,
just
go.
want to recognize our imams and our pastors. No, you can't say no. Our imams and our pastors, they did really, really well. One of my big sisters over there, Lucinda, and eventually Mamita, she talked to the Grandians for us, so we have to recognize those people. Thank you.
But listen, we will continue tomorrow. We're just doing it briefly. Go ahead, Wally, talk to us, please.
Yeah, let me say this, above everything, the Liberian people, we can't recognize all you guys, but we'll call some name here. My brother Francis Doe did a great job year in, year out. Pazawi, without forgetting you, Vani Saki, my man, my girl Sarah Facaste, I was recognized you, Lopo Ziga, Vera Horace, Bill Carson, my sister Tenen Cooper, my brother David Zanga, Sharon Kibhart, this girl in Providence, she was an exceptional case. Look, a lot of people work for this, but almost every single one of them, they work for Liberia. It was not about one of boycott, it's about lifting their country. Like Fagon said, the wife will always say, "You're ready for your plenty talking again. Go. Recognize their wife, my 3 kids, they love to go to Liberia. We've been there 3-4 times now, and they can't wait to go back because during the entire presidency, I was not too comfortable. But now they can get to go back home and spend a lot of time in Liberia. We went almost every year. So this is a big deal for me, and Liberia has to get back on the proper path because we have to set this country right. Now it is time to produce. Once this is announced, we have to produce. The people have to go to work. Stanton.
Yeah, guys. So where we are right now, somebody said we should wait more. They're coming with something like very important breaking news.
Okay.
So
well, breaking news that a man has accepted defeat. Now breaking news there.
Let me ask more Ali though. Anyway, I shouldn't cause no problem. We are having fun.
He want no noise.
But that is
Stanton, you're doing all the recognition today, but there is one guy who works with your network. Very effective. And even under the rain and the sunshine, he was always with us. I want to pay special tribute to Ambassador Sylvester Chulope, the Spoon TV guy, the guy who brings all the live things around here. He is a very, very committed guy.
I know you recognize it. I wanted to do that tomorrow for the entire network because the guys
from my own set.
Thank you.
From my own set.
Thank you.
But let me pay special tribute. She be recognizing everybody, so let me recognize her too. Fatima Bintu Salif.
But I recognize Fatima, yeah.
But how much I recognize Fatima? She can't recognize the big woman.
No, when the campaign spokesman recognize you, is on behalf of the campaign. When Stephen Johnson recognizes you, is on behalf of the campaign. I'm recognizing her on behalf of the campaign, and I'm getting in more and more trouble because
that the problem with calling
well, I want to play this real quick. Nelson, can you play that real quick? I have to play this real quick. Nelson, can you? This little girl, we have to recognize her.
You will forget somebody.
Yeah, you will forget somebody. That's true. But we got to recognize this. Nelson, you got it ready?
The audio or the video?
The video.
Yeah, it's ready. It's ready.
You please play.
Fatima have coffee.
Fatima have video.
I dey craze for you. They say I dey do like say I be fool, but I am a fool for you. Make it them the talk, madam get it them out. Anything you need in I go buy my money, now your money. Moo 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 moo, make them call me moo moo. I don't make sense to love, the love makes me happy moo moo. I am a moo moo, make them call.
Man.
It just feels a second, but here's the thing. We got. We're going to recognize her because she's the granddaughter of the rescue train. She called herself. Great young lady. We want to say we recognize you. But let me say this though. I want us to play this audio. What took place in Grand Crew today? What was discovered? More Adi, you spoke about it. Yeah, or sedition, frustration. Play the audio. Play the audio, Nelson. And I want everybody to listen to it. Sedition are confessing to their own body stuffing. Now, go ahead. Play the audio, Nelson, please.
The time stupid. Everything at 550. Everywhere at 550. So just take off 450. I mean, 550. Take it back at 10. And you get it. And you get it pound and 40. You get what I'm saying? You can get 3. You get it 5. Everywhere you do that. Hello. Game 1. Don't get 0. Game 1, 2, 3. You know, you get what I'm saying? Bolu is looking the other way. You know when they can say he's Amanda. What are you for? That way, you my student report. I go check the past, then they can see it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see it. I told you about Grand Crew. That's the information you give me. Spoon talking about it not too long when I read it. All your information, 100%. The damn stupid. Everything at 550. Everywhere at 550. So just take off 450. I mean, 550. Take it back at 10. And you get it. And you get it pound and 40. You get what I'm saying? You can get 3. You get it 5. Everywhere you do that. Hello. Game 1. Don't get 0. Game 1, 2, 3. You know, you get what I'm saying? Bolu is looking the other way. You know when they can say he's Amanda.
But you see, thank you very much, Nelson. So Mo, let me come to you, Mo. They're playing work. You guys don't play these things, Moari. And yet the man saying something serious. They didn't go according to the plan because they wanted to be greedy. And now listen to the audio. They didn't go according to plan. They took everything for themselves and they went above the number. Because in that polling places, Joseph Boakai received some votes. So if you add the Joseph Boakai vote and you add the vote, and it's supposed to be only 300, now they're getting 600 from that room. It is impossible. So these guys, they're making fun now because they know CDC have lost the election. So they are confessing. See the man laughing. He's talking to the young lady. He's telling her exactly something they failed to do. And here we are today. Grand Crew now is very, very clear that the rate of vote in Grand Crew, regardless of that, Unity Party still won. Your take.
There's another recording in Foya or in Lufa County. They are saying they're going to start taking the transformers down to keep the people in darkness because since they didn't vote for George Weah, everything. In fact, I'll send the recording to you right now. It's a serious thing. These boys are not going to govern the country. The things don't go the way they want to go. Let me send the recording to you right now.
And you know, somebody asked, but UP, they didn't have pool watchers there. We did. We have pool watchers there. They say, but it looked like they were compromised. I don't believe that all of our pool watchers were compromised. They were threatened. And when you are in that kind of hostile terrain, the first thing they did...
And no signal. You have no signal.
Even the people who were carrying their movement, the president pro tem, Abbott Chie, made it difficult for them. He asked the people not to move around. They shouldn't even give them accommodation. Now, if you are in a terrain where there is no network, you have to walk a distance in order to get to any network, and people threaten you. What do you think you're going to do? You just sit and watch them. In a place called CVI in Grange there, you know what they did? They put the 2 pool washers out for 45 minutes before later on, what happened, they allowed them in. Then another place, but that one our pool washer then acted funny and stupid. They call the place Solo Town. The guys sat down, they say, oh, since nobody coming to vote, you just go have lunch, all of you, you're in the CDC man. Through the jumbo, they went outside. Something just, the other guy just sat down and said, well, let me go back and spy. So he went, he peeped through the Colombo hole And you had the 2 pool workers there, they basically marking and tearing the paper, all the ballot paper, marking for Joshua and putting it in. I told them to file a complaint. I sent them what the complaint should be. They went and requested for the complaint form. The presiding officer said they can't do it. They're not giving them any complaint form. So the intimidation, you saw all the videos from Grand Judah, from Zwedru, how they were intimidating the people. So I wouldn't want to say, you know, pool washers were compromised. In many instances, they were intimidated. And, you know, somebody will now go there, check out their own life over there for one pooling place business. But it is bad. And we don't think these things should be happening all around here. And the guy talking tonight, if that guy was smart, you would have known that the lady was recording him. Because she would just laugh.
That's the code. How you know somebody recording?
But that's how you know someone is recording you now.
But you are not responding, so you're just laughing.
Let me recognize Kevin Adam. I can't forget about my sister Kevin. He will carry my load. We recognize Kevin Adam. Ken V. Adam. We recognize her. We want to say,
why you don't ever pronounce people's names good?
But man, I try by Ken V. Adams, right? And that's her name.
I want to know adding page behind my name.
I mean, no, you a separate page behind your name. I page it, but
you know, I want to ask this question, and anybody can take a stab.
Ambula Mame, I want to recognize Ambula Mame, a big effort right here present, but the men are coming.
Ali, let me ask you a question. You know, the internet era is what they often refer to as disruptive technology era, right? Where it can be both a blessing and a curse. In our case, we have became president at a time when Liberia experienced this internet burst, where the introduction
that was a curse to Joe. Yeah,
because the internet really harmed Joe. Yeah, my man. And when I saw Stanton play the little girl TikTok video, and you look across social media, you look across different platforms, you saw the inundation of criticism, exposure about what will happen in the country across all social media. You know, and the government lost the battle on social media.
Even though there were more.
Yeah.
There were more. But most social media posting was
but let me say this though. I think Fagon said that. Fagon said that. Go back to that Daily Observer report. Fagon reminded, no, they gave it to Fagon. He reminded George Manuel we are them and said, you guys are making the greatest mistake in your political life.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of the money, you remember what was set aside to NSA for media control?
They call it
728 that they couldn't respect Fagon and the other people. So therefore, they felt that the money was so important. But Fagon, go ahead talking. I mean, they missed an opportunity.
If you go back to Front Page Africa, you will see where I said, I was then the deputy minister. I said, Mr. President, if anyone tells you that you will win elections again on the basis of popularity, you damn lie. I will find out so you can put it on. I mean, I said, tell the person the damn lie. Oh, my man, I even didn't play to chew me. In fact, they said they're going to fire me right away. So the question they asked me was, why would you say something like that? You call yourself a deputy minister. I said, have you gone to the schools? Have you really gone to sit in a children's classroom and just look at them for a second? Have you gone around to look at students? Have you seen the suffering of the people and you're still not learning? Joshua is no longer popular. Every election that came, we lost. 12 were one of those insisting that I'm going to fire him. So the president said no. I will gain the credit. He said, you know what? I'll just wake up soon in the morning. I'll go around. I won't see for myself. Bro, that school in Jamaica Road or Boswan, the senator almost fought on the man here and called his Sabu. Dirty, filthy, all the children broken, nothing. We left from there, we went to Newport Junior High. Same way. We left from there, we went to Totmont High. Oh, at the end of the day, after touring all the schools, that when the man pledged, I think 400,000 chairs and to renovate all the schools, the men were too discouraged, he was disheartened. So me, I couldn't talk them, I just said, when I thought, they said they will fire me. The 3-day free call, I will bring those videos up. Same thing. The same thing with harmonization. I went to talk to say stay in your lane. I said, 12. If a person is making 500, their budget is based on that 500. Their children's school they go to and all is based on it. But you know, guys, I want to call your attention to one guy they call Festus Logan, Reverend Festus Logan. He's the head of the LRRC, the Liberian Refugee Resettlement something. On Festus post tonight, that's why I know the team finished for 2. On Festus post tonight, and I'm a good friend though, we ready with Dr. Isha. I saw Isaiah 41:10. You who know Bauer. The man posted Isaiah 41:10. He put a president picture there. He said, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Rather, I know it will finish. I went to Carrasco on a post. Carrasco said we'll be there in 2005, 2011, 2017. It will just pass, we will continue. You see them literally conceding defeat. You got no tally sheet. You got no war room functional. You don't know what's up. You stuff ballot. Amara the bag Steven. They stopped the ballot. Amara saw the mistake. He stayed at A. He added all the cheating boxes. We still beating. So how you will come back? How? You can't come back. So we see all these things, and sometimes we laugh. So tonight, I just been looking for posts. I see one other guy post they call Benedictus Dotunya. He said, from the look of things, it will take a miracle for us to win. Benedictus Dotunya. These are the people, when they finish talking to you, you just go sit down in the corner, you cry. But all of them confessing one by one that indeed it's over. It will be a message to all Liberians. Don't mess with the Liberian people. They will cancel you. Tualu?
Look, Fagon, let me say this to you. The Liberian people have spoken. You can go up to the heavens and come back to the earth. The numbers are these numbers. The numbers are set in stone. Honorable Amar Khanna did not report anything that is not already reported. Now, CH Mama keep reminding us, these may be called provisional just to be professional, but these are the actual numbers that will be reported by the NEC. NEC does not generate numbers. NEC does not manufacture numbers. NEC only reports the numbers that are coming from the field. Now, to all you Liberians that were out there and trying to stifle the will of the Liberian people by stuffing ballot boxes and doing all this crazy stuff, you're hurting yourselves. The will of the people will always prevail. This man has stayed at the helm of power for 6 consecutive years. Look at your country and look at the living condition of our people. Look at the living condition of the country. This man had no vision for the country. During the entire duration of these elections, President Weah did not tell you one day what he would do for the country if he elected. All he said was, if we get 12 years, they're going to 12 years too. Man, 12 years, and then they had 12 years. A big power, a big 44-year-old ain't going to play football there. 44-year-old need job. They don't go play in park. They got families to feed. They got mouths to feed. They got wives to feed, husbands to feed. This country must be set right. The National Elections Commission has to hasten this process, present these numbers, and let Liberia move on and begin the transitional period so we can prepare and set this country on the proper path, because this is not where we should be. I mean, I'm not going to forget my girl Valerie Candy. I know I forgot you earlier, but it's a lot of people, Louis Gabon, all these guys, everybody worked tirelessly because we wanted something better for our children, for our heritage. Look, let posterity judge us right. That's what I fought for. Let posterity judge us, knowing that we did our part to set Liberia back on the proper course, because these boys are at 1.3 billion, that's with a B, dollars to our debt. Nothing to produce for it. They got nothing to show for it. Ellen added 800 million. She built the Grand Bassa County Highway. She built the road all the way to Ganta. She contributed to the hydropower dam. They built a ministerial complex. They paved all the roads around Monrovia in some of the counties. What has President Weah got to show for it? A big PHP park. You put $16 billion in your budget as president. What you want me to do with $16 billion when the entirety of LU barely gets $20 million to run an entire university with close to 40,000 students? Our people, you voted right today. And this excites me. And we pray we lead Liberia to a place that our children can be proud of. This is my only dream and wish. And I also want to say this to my father, Sam Momo Dwalu. I know you love watching. You're watching right now. It's a great show, man. And Honorable Bwaka is the next president of the Republic of Liberia. Take it to the, for me, I don't want to take it to the Bengal. I want you to take it to the executive mansion because this is where he's going.
So when they call it, they say, dear government of Liberia, they want to call Malik, and I say, dear government of Liberia, please start preparing the water truck. For who? They will prepare water truck for who? Oh my God.
But you know, when I listened to the fellow on the call, I think it speaks to a much bigger problem with our electoral system and the challenges that lie ahead. Because, and I often say this, election is at the core of our democracy. It is at the epicenter of our political governance structure because it represents the will of the people. And will, as defined, is a sovereignty that people, that people have, and they turn it over to you during the elections by deciding who to vote for. Now, when somebody sits and tries to change that, then it's a problem. It is a big problem, and I'm happy that we are alive to witness this change. And those will be some of the reforms we'll be calling for. We'll be pushing the government to do reform in our electoral system, that those who serve at the county level, at the district level, should be reputable people. They may not be people with all of the education, but they are highly intelligent and very principle-minded people in our communities that we can bring in as full officer, as VRO, as something, pay them decent wages. Because it breaks my heart to go and vote, stay in line. I stood in line the first round for 7 hours. Imagine standing in line 7 hours to go vote, and then somebody tells you that your vote cannot count, only because somebody took $20 US from somebody and decides to change your vote. This is wrong. This is wrong. We have to invest in our electoral process. We have to bring on board reputable and credible people to serve in strategic capacity so that you don't have those kind of calls. When people say, oh yeah, mama, you're supposed to make it 450. You know what you're doing? You're supposed to make it 5. You just get UP1, you get them at 550. Imagine that information should be investigated, and those involved should be punished. We cannot continue to have a situation where we're going to vote, then we worry about our vote, that we can't sleep. People got to serve as vigilantes overnight to protect their vote. We got to change that, and I'm happy we have a new administration coming in, and those will be some of the things they have to look at. That when people go to bed, they should sleep, believing that their results will be counted, that their vote will matter, rather than have them vote and serve as security for their own vote, and stay up all night praying that nobody will cheat. Even after next, even announcing results, you still have people coming in your inbox. You sure they will call the real result? So the entire electoral process, from the period of voting to the announcement of the result, you have the entire country on edge. And that's why what Amara is doing is shocking to most people, because he's now providing the hard facts. With all of the talent she's in, presenting the result, this is news. And this is how our electoral system must run. People must vote, the vote must count, and we must hear the actual vote. Because their vote represents their will. If they don't want you, they vote against you, get out of here. But to thwart that legitimacy is something I found very appalling.
Let me say this quick before the next person come in.
We just want to go to the full line, so when you're done, yeah.
Yeah, quickly. Let me say this to all the Liberian people listening. You know why I knew George Weah was going to be defeated? Say all the book thing you won't say, you did a boo, Eugene Fagon, you know all the things. No. George Weah said the US can never win election in Liberia. Then he went and took them, get them money and brought them on his team. And you straight will finish. Be careful when you take all of them off. Because if you say that people can never win election and you bring them on your campaign team to help you win, you have defeated yourself. And so, as we get ready to go to the phone lines, let me say this to Liberian people. Honestly, Liberian people are tired, Steve. People are tired. You could feel a thing in the street. I kept saying it to my man. And you know what used to piss the people up? Chimama was there. Chimama, my ex-wife, and I, we went to the rooftop. We went to sit down on one bottle of wine that they sold to us, the one where they can buy in the supermarket, Stanton. They sell it in the supermarket, $5. They sell it up there on the rooftop for $30.
Well, you paying for the service, but come on, how much you want to pay?
I just saying something. So as we were sitting there, then Auntie Mama said to me, "What beans? I got to put in can." Then I said, I was already vexed because I found out. Why you decide to me for 30? So I said, let that be here, we'll get all of here. As we're going, my ex-wife had come from the States. So I look at her for a long time. I say, you see, I can be perfect. They said we should come up there tonight. We come up there one bottle of wine at $30. But as somebody who bag of rent and a soup money for the whole week. And they kind of thing, when they tell you Kanye, we're not even so Kanye, but when you come again, they will say you reactionary. That the terminology they will give you. But as somebody's business, we promoting. But the Liberian people suffer for 6 years, bro. And I'm sorry to say, it will even happen to anybody, including Joseph Boakai, if they ever take the people for granted again. Liberians have learned, and they will put you there and they will take you out. Check the legislative account. They clear Solomon George, they clear everybody, including the speaker.
Yep.
They clear
yep.
him.
Yep. Yep.
There is no joke.
Clear the senator, they plenty.
Oh, now nobody took out 11. 11, they say you go sit down. Fanny Sherman said, I don't know how they never knew what I was doing. No. You didn't know how they were sleeping hungry, Papi. You had no clue why they were going to bed hungry. So they didn't care. Can a hungry man say the 1 year what you say? No way. No way. Look at Milton Teji. He's on our side. But everything that came, he thought he was pleasing Joya. But the people were angry. They say, you, all the book you know, you will go. It's a warning to everybody, especially to Stanton. Especially to Stanton. It's a warning. Play with the Liberian people. Yeah, your friend there. He took the money better. He said he went go get provisional result. A man who before he opened his mouth, 3,000 people already online waiting to hear. That he the one sitting out online with 250 people watching him. Don't play with Liberia. Yesterday, for 4 hours, if you say allow, go check it. That 400 people were watching 8 questions, including
Well, they play the talk already. Get the Christmas party.
Get a Christmas party. Yakula saying that right beside TDR. Only 400 people. What about when I say this is Eugene Fagon, I straight to 800. But that's what the people will do now going forward. You mess with them, they'll mess with you. Over to you.
Thank you very much. We're going to go to the phone line. I'm receiving information that I don't know how true it is concerning what more Ali. He left. We got to check with Amara Conan because I received information that they're trying to go to his house or something. But we just got to be very careful. I think Mo Ali can address that. we just want to go to the phone line and take some calls for us to cut this a day. Let's listen to the Liberian people. But Nelson, can we take calls?
Yes, we can take some calls. The
Thank
line.
Hello.
Yeah, this phone talk.
This phone talk. Your name and where you calling from?
Okay, good evening. CEO, this is still up. If you notice, I've been calling you over and over because I've been having something on my heart. Can we just give me just an extra minute? There's a story in the Bible with Nehemiah when Jerusalem was totally broken down. There was nobody to stand up for the people. And Nehemiah went and saw Jerusalem, how it was broken down, the city was broken down, the gates were broken down. And he wanted to go back to Jerusalem to rebuild the city. But he didn't know how to approach the king. So he called his niece Esther. He said, look, you have to appear to the king and tell the king that we need to rebuild our city. And Esther couldn't go before the king because it was not her time. So she gathered all the women and said, look, let us pray, but I will go to the king. If I perish, I will perish. And she went before the king. And the king gave her the permission for Nehemiah to go and build the city. You are the Nehemiah Stanton Waterspoon. You are the Nehemiah Stanton Waterspoon. You are the Nehemiah. Whatever you took the resources from to make spoon today, that the Liberian people can learn and listen and know. Without spoon, we have been nowhere today. Without spoon, the Liberian people will have learned nothing. We have got a rigged election, clean and carry it. So I just want to bless God for you. I want to pour his oil of anointing upon your head, that your children will reap the blessing, that you will not lack, that you will live to enjoy the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Anything you put forth your hands to do, you'll be blessed. You're going out, be blessed. You're coming in, you'll be blessed. Behind you will be blessed. In front of you will be blessed. And the entire small family, and as mama, you Jackie, I just let you because I let you. Fagon, you black me, but I still let you because what? You saw the right thing and you follow. Everybody that have worked for Liberia today, may God bless you all. And Nehemiah, I will call you Nehemiah. I will call you my Nehemiah. When they went to build the city, those men didn't just go to build. They had a spear, they had a sword. They were ready for war. Their eyes were open. So I'm calling on my leaders as they have been selected to the work of the Liberian people, to the work of the Liberian people, and let God bless the nation in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much, ma'am. We appreciate you too. Thank you a lot. Thank God for everything. To God be the glory. Thank you. Let's take one from Liberia. Let's hear from the Liberian people in Liberia. What to make of these results?
Okay. So we take the first call. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead. Your name and where you call from.
I'm Anthony Jewell.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, Anthony Jewell, CJA, the political microscope. I call from Brunswick Bible College.
Okay.
Actually, we are excited for the great news. That's why we have been, working towards. Even those very hard to get on the line, we have been different, but we have been there for our country and our church.
Thank you. So, okay, thank you. So let's take this person. Hello.
Yeah, hello, how are you?
Yeah, go ahead. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm Ibrahim Kuma, calling from District 10.
Let's hear what you think about the results and everything.
Yeah, I'm here to tell you, Waterspoon, thank you very much for your hard work and also standing by the Liberian people to bring change in the nation. I tell you, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Koyan, calling from.
Yeah, Koyan, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to tell the small family, thank you for the hard work. And I got a special message, especially from Nima County. We got a vacancy there, and another seat that was announced by Chairman Musa Azam Birite. He said the Honorable Arizona Committee does not win. Once you win the representation, you will return. So I want you to put the flag that message so that you go to the show. Got somebody okay about that. Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, name and where you call from?
I'm Yafollow. I call from District 10, Congo Town.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say thanks to the guys in studio there, especially
Center Water Spoon. I listen to you when you said we should go and protect our vote. Last night, I left children my husband home. I was in the dark protecting my vote. Well, mobile model voter. The same precinct I voted in and we won. United Party won that precinct. I stayed there till the bastards left. We were there. I and some friends, some women in our area, we were all there protecting our vote. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks to the family.
Thanks
I
a lot.
appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Okay. We'll take another person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, Mohammed Sharif. I'm calling from Doshi 13.
Sharif, please go ahead.
Yes, my main concern is going to session. You see, actually, we are very appreciating that because that God has given this idea at least to pull Liberia, out. Because actually, this man that we were honored, actually, the man was very future on the back, honestly. But the school family, I tell you people, God will pay you people.
Thank
God
you.
will pay people. Nobody can pay people beside God. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Let's take another person. Hello.
Hello, Nelson.
Yeah, you're live, sir. Your name and where you call from?
This is Abba Kemoga. I'm in Colorado.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to thank this center. I've been listening to them. They did pretty well because what you have done for the Unity Party, they have been very, very anonymous today. And I want to ask Mr. Fagon, what is the secret? Any side on that side, you have to win. But the other man, when you go on the other side,
The man, lock up ball. You don't want to get locked up.
Anywhere you go, you must win. The other man cross the wall, a ball up behind you or what?
Mr. Fagon will answer you, yeah? Thank you. Hello.
Yes, how you doing, my dear brother?
Okay, sir, your name and where you call from?
I'm calling from Nikutam, Pastor Wilson.
Okay, let's hear you, sir.
I want to say a big thank you to all of the Liberian people, most especially to the Spoon family, and not forgetting Facon. I want to say thank you to Spoon and also to CO who put his life on the stage for all the Liberian people.
Okay.
I remember doing the last campaign. Some of us were on the field and then we slept in the water, and then I tell you our phone goes for just for the sake of Liberian people. God will reward Flanton. And I really, really wanted to talk to him, to talk to him as a pastor. This is my number. If it's possible, you can text it over to him. I live in Nikutown, District 16.
Okay.
Right beyond Grano.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. I love the entire Spoon family.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, let's take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Papi from Mount Barker to be specific for your community.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to Spoon, thank you. Of course, I never voted before, but I run a campaign. Yeah, but with me, I've been out of any message, you get a bad there, you need boom breaker. So a boom breaker, me have been double. 4 times because, man. Yeah.
So you double the boom breaker knee, eh?
Yeah. Just imagine, 3 years old. I never voted before. Say I'm being like that, I never voted before. But I lied down, I told one of the Baga sister daughter, I said, oh, your power win. She told her to be fun. I said, your power win.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I tell Spoon, thank you for Baga to go.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Let's take this person. Hello. Okay. 0555-101075 is the number to call and you'll be live. 0555-101075. Let's see if we can take this person. Hello. Yeah, please go ahead. Your name and where you call from?
My name is George Ravi Kelly, and I'm calling from one of the community corporations.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, I want to say to Water Spoon, thank you very much for what you have done for us as a community. We've been really suffering in this country. Thank you, as the lady who spoke earlier said, you are for us Liberians. Thank you. Yesterday, my mother, 85-year-old mother, had been suffering and she was in a line. Yesterday, she almost fell off. I had to hold her to carry her in. I want to say thank you for liberating us. God will bless you. God will bless your generation. Thank you for everything you have done for us, Liberians. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Let's go back to the line and take this person. Hello. Hello. Yeah, please go ahead quickly. Your name and where you call from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry. Let's. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead and name and where you call from. Go ahead, sir. You're live.
Yeah, please, everyone.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say for things for you.
Okay.
What was this morning? You can see yourself, so I'm sorry.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is Mr. Bowa. It is Bowa speaking for this number 9.
Okay.
I just want to say this. On behalf of the local citizens, we tell the Liberian people many thanks for what you have done for us. Today, with me, I'm not going to sleep. I will sit down and be praying God. Thank you for the whole family. Thank you for the nation that have done it for us. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for your contribution tonight. We take this person. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Please go ahead. Your name and where you call from.
Hello.
You are live on the show. Can you go ahead?
I'm Ashatu Williams Bar.
Okay.
Calling from Brownsville, District 17.
Let's hear you.
I just want to appreciate the Spoon family for everything that they have done for us for this election, especially to Tento for what all he has been through and getting still sacrificing for us. At least we thank God, thank you that everything we wanted, it has come to pass. So I want to say thank you to Stenton, thank you to Favor, and thanks to the Spoon family.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thanks a lot. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you call from.
This is Andrews, and I phone you from Groville.
Let's hear you, Andrews.
Well, this night I had a special dream about the CEO, but because of time, will not be able to. But I want to say, CEO, as you go home tonight, I want you to say a word that I dream about. And the two white ladies gave me that revelation. They were standing in the middle.
Yeah.
And you say, turn it around. Say that word, turn it around 3 different times and just walk away through a door. Any kind of door. God is doing his own thing. Because what you have done for the Liberian people, had it not been you, we will not get to where we are. Today, I'm going through a medical problem. When you said that even if you can't go find somebody, let them put you on wheelbarrow to carry you. I called somebody and they put me in a wheelbarrow when I voted because I need a good hospital that will take the iron from my leg. I know one day you will see the heart that you got. I know you said one day and think that there's a name called Andrew. Just bring him home.
Okay.
Let me help you to get this iron from his leg. May God bless you. May God bless your family. And any evil that rises in the corner against you, let God bless you. I know one day I will be okay. This iron will be removed.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
We take
let's a few more calls. It's 7:20, and then we can wrap this thing up. That will be 12:20 in Liberia, right? I believe. Yeah. So let's wrap it up. Thank you very much, Nelson. Andrew Mama, you want to close? We'll be back here again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Liberian Time. Minister Willicody, you like to close?
Yes. I'd just like to say thanks again to the Liberian people for the patience be patient a little bit. And we have won this election. It's God's will, and God's will must be done. Don't worry about anything. Just keep calm. It's going to be okay. We have already won. No matter how long it takes to read it, we already have the result. So you'll be calm, and it will be all right. Good night to every one of you.
Thank you very much. Our sister Fatima.
Thank you, CEO. Thank you to all the rest of the panelists. Thank you to the people in studio who make it happen for us every day. Thank you to all my MVPs, the Liberian people. Yeah, thank you. Today, we've not heard on the internet that anybody leaked it because they saw that we swallowed it. My MVPs, the Liberian people, my girl Josephine Blambo Roberts, yeah, thank you. Thank you, CEO, for what you told our Liberian people. You and Fagon, they listened, they defended democracy to the fullest of their will. And today we are here where we are smiling. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. We're going to wait for NEC to call. For my people, at the end of the day, we'll be smiling because there's going to be a new day in Liberia. I thank you, CEO. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Fagon. And besides, I did not go anywhere with no one. You don't have a video of me. Thank you and good night.
I didn't say anything about video. It was Fagon that said he had a video that you and AB were together. But anyway, I'm not going to say he said it. It be that your children father, y'all get right to be together. But he said you guys were together 1 a.m. in the morning. 1 a.m. in the morning. So I don't know. Thank you very much, Fatima. Stevie, you want to go there?
No. Thank you, Stanton. I mean, it's been a wonderful show. It's been a great experience. And I like to close on this note. When you're in school and you're given, normally they give quizzes and tests and exams. And so when the teacher gives a final quiz that worth 10 points, if you already pass, that 10-point quiz will not significantly change anything. You start celebrating. You don't need to wait for the 10-point quiz when you already have 90% of your grade. You know that you made 100 in the midterm. You made 95 in the first quiz. You made 99 in the second quiz. The class attendance, you get 100. And so that 10-point will not significantly change anything at all. And so anytime you go to a test and you hear the student telling you at the end of the day, say, let's wait for the teacher, it means something happen. And that's why our friend is doing that. When we thought, he said, no, I don't wait for NEC. No. NEC result, our result is not different. It's the same thing. We're taking the result from the same tally sheets. We're not taking the result for anywhere. It's the same tally sheet issued by the NEC officer. That the same tally sheet sent to NEC. And so when you bring these results, they are not manufactured, they are not doctored, they are not microwave. They are the raw data from the field that we're bringing. And let me just say this, Asim Little said something very intriguing when he said, if I have seen farther than other men, it's because I've been standing on the shoulders of giants.
When I beat that trouble,
Broke on 2023.
We tie away your life,